Yeah. One, two, three of the three PCCs. The other ones are like a major drug unit from ALOs.
Oh, one's a homicide, I see.
The other's a homicide, yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, clerk, Madam Clerk, morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge.
We can start checking in when you're ready.
Yeah, I have Jaquan Jones. It's set for an exam at 12. I'm just checking if the prosecutor is there.
Yes.
I was wondering if the prosecutor is ready to proceed today at noon.
All right.
I'll let you know at noon. It's a
He
complaint.
said, I'll let you know at noon. It's scheduled for noon. They gotta wait and see if the witness comes at noon.
Yes.
Can I call in around 11 to see if I need to come down there for the exam, or you want to give me a call on my cell phone?
It's set for 12 noon in person, counsel.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
I did speak with the complaining witness. She indicated she would be here.
All right, thank you, Judge. We'll be there.
Good morning. I have a Timothy Barbeau. It's scheduled for PCC.
Yes, I got you.
We would be waiving the exam.
Oh, okay. Is your client on?
I do not see him on the screen.
Did you tell him to come on?
I gave him the Zoom number and the courtroom phone number just in case if he got in trouble trying to Zoom.
All right, we'll wait and see if he comes on. Who's
Okay,
next?
thank you. Pardon me?
I have, am I next? I have Allos, last name ALLOS. It's a PCC. He's the third of three co-defendants to have a PCC. So we just want to set the same exam date that the other two have. I believe it is.
So the other two already have examined?
Yes, they have an exam. I'm looking at the other co-defendant right now. It's set for September 13th at 10 a.m.
September 13th.
And I can
So
give you the co-defendant's name.
1 and 3. Okay. All right. Is that it? No other attorney? Okay. That was a quick check-in.
Certainly was. Good job.
Miguel fine?
Got something down here.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm here for Yasmin Harris.
Yes, I have you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Oh, I already got him. Yeah. Defendant Barber? No.
Barber?
Oh, no, put your phones on silent.
All right, I'm gonna have to wait on Barber.
Did you do this scheduling, Kitty?
Scheduling for
The document. Oh, itineraries itself.
What judge?
no, the judge does it. Talking about the time?
Uh-huh.
The judge does all this.
This is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for the schedule of the
I said it's beautiful. Fan, yeah.
Seemed like maybe somebody waved or something.
Had a lot of probable cause.
Little gappy judge, it looked like you could have squeezed some in there.
Well, that's because I haven't dates.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't have
right.
a calendar to show what we're scheduled.
Right. Oh, where's
These 2 weeks.
the rest of them dockets though?
Here's one right
Did
here.
y'all take all
You didn't make enough, but that's right.
We kinda did.
of them? I made 4.
You made one?
Can you get one to the court,
They
please?
got them out in the hallway too.
So I made 4. Jessica said yesterday I made too many.
No, yesterday you made 5.
You gotta make 5 to 6.
Yeah, because also, sometimes they'll have the number.
Well, I'm saying, I made 5 yesterday.
And I put it right
Jessica
here.
said that was too many.
Don't listen to Jessica. Who's you? Come on.
That one goes on the defense table.
Okay.
I just leave it on the table for when if they have a dismissal, just in case you don't do what you're supposed to do.
I was gonna say,
Most people.
They'll have their docket number.
Right.
defense don't need a docket. You put a docket on the defense table?
Sometimes just in case they don't have
If
a
they do a
docket number.
dismissal, they may be looking for the case number.
Yeah,
They should have it.
Yeah, they should.
they should.
I don't need one. I just wanted one for court court.
Oh, has she got one?
She has one.
Okay. I'll take care of it.
All right,
Okay, we ready?
I'll look at the defense counsel table.
There you go.
Let me ask you for the numbers. Ah. We're ready.
All right. Calling case number 2060215, the people of the state of Michigan versus Salawi Alos. Defendant number 2 is charged with count 1, controlled substance, delivering, manufacturing 5 to 45 kilograms of marijuana. Count 2, controlled substance, maintaining drug house. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
Good morning, Your Honor. Edward Bajoka, P70919 on behalf of the defendant. I don't see him on the Zoom screen.
All right, waive his appearance for the purpose of the hearing.
It's no problem with me, but I think he might be in the waiting room though.
We don't have a waiting room. I didn't open it. You would come straight in.
All right,
Waive his
well,
appearance for the purpose of the day's hearing.
yes, Your Honor, I will.
And, what's your pleasure, counsel?
Your Honor, he's the third to appear for PCC of 3 co-defendants. The other 2 have been given an exam date of September 13th at 10 a.m. So we'd just like to track that. And I believe I have that date correct, Ms. Ripley?
Yes, September 13th, yes.
So we'd ask that it be set for in-person exam at that time.
All right, now it's set for exam September 13th, 2021, 10 o'clock a.m.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Ready on Yasmin Harris?
Mr. McAlpine?
I'm here, Your Honor. Thank you.
Turn your video on, please.
Okay. All right.
Mr. McAlpine, are you driving?
I've just pulled over, Your Honor.
Well, let us know when you park.
I am parked. I'm parked now.
Calling case number 2058312, the people of the state of Michigan versus Yasmin Harris. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Morning, Your Honor. Prosecutor Ripley.
Good morning, Judge. Warren McAlpine on behalf of Yasmin Harris. Judge, I did not see her on the call. I'd ask the court to waive her appearance.
All right, waiver of appearance for the purpose of this hearing?
That's not her.
No. That's, yeah. What's your pleasure, counsel?
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to adjourn the PCC. I do not have discovery on the case.
I don't adjourn PCCs, counsel. I'll set it for exams.
Okay, that's fine.
Take a knee.
That's fine. Okay. How far can you set it out, Judge?
Give them my first open date. In this case, how about April 5th at 9:15?
All right. Is that a Monday or a Tuesday? Is that?
Monday.
I can't do Mondays and Tuesdays. A Wednesday or Thursday, if possible.
You say, excuse me, did you say April? April. That's a Thursday, April 15th.
No, April 5th.
Oh, no, that's it. 15th. Yeah, that's the 15th of March. Yeah.
All right, April 7th at 9:15.
That's fine, Judge. Thank you.
Mr. McAlpine, check your email. All of the discovery was sent again, on the 5th, on the 5th of March, which was Friday. Discovery, I think digital and paper. It was also sent, I think, back in September 14th, so you should have everything.
How many witnesses?
I think I have 2, but I can do 1, I think. It was 4.
Okay, that's
9:15.
okay. All right. Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right. Take care.
That was your case, Moody?
Was my case Harris?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't give me a PC form.
Yeah, you did.
For Harris?
Didn't I?
No.
Oh, I know why. Because it was up before, it was a case back in September. You need one? Maybe one in there, your pile. You need it, I'll get it.
Oh, let me see. What is in there?
No go?
Nope, there's not one in.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have one.
I get it.
I don't have nothing else unless, Mr. Barber comes on.
Right, yeah, you got one for Barbara and Dennis, I think.
Barber is a waiver.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is it?
Yeah, I know.
That's wrong.
There you go.
Yeah, so your chair. I do mine every day.
Yeah, because you never.
I don't know who's there. Keyboard, phone, mouse, all that stuff. Thank you. Yep. Yeah,
You just never know.
I know, you never know. It'd be nice to be able to actually not have to do. Why? Have you noticed that people have colds lately? Thank you. I gotta know where, like he said, I gotta know where. Right. And that's because I feel you're like, that's true. You haven't heard anything. I mean, they said, no. Right. They said, you could agree, but you're right. Yeah. Because people can get back to the, people couldn't get back.
Your Mark Allen was there at 9 o'clock. Allen.
Alan is here?
Yes, ma'am.
Sinclair now, but Alan.
Wait, I'm gonna buy me a clip-on fan. You know, clip to the desk. Amazon. I got one that go around your neck. Have you seen those like headphones?
Yeah, my husband has one.
And they got the two little.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, but I can't wear that in work, so.
You know.
Coffee's
You made
good.
it,
Yeah, it started off kind of tight, but it ended up nuts. It's
you made it at home.
Huh?
What kind of coffee?
Probably toasted on.
Toasted home?
Sí. ¿Qué pasa, mira? Sí. You ain't understand what I'm saying.
What? What did you say?
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Why you guys got blue? I thought y'all had black.
But they should order some black.
I got some black ones.
Oh,
We have to buy
oh,
them.
you had a black.
We have to buy them.
That's what's blue. These are cool. They're good.
Those cloth ones are hard to breathe.
No, it depends on what kind.
I don't like. But you're
You
not,
said that.
you're not asthmatic though.
No. Christmas.
Oh, Chris?
Christmas. Christmas.
Oh,
Okay.
I look like Christmas.
Christmas. Christmas. I said it a little off. Thank you, Judge.
Oh, Judge, I guess file, they brought that file back.
Oh.
Energized this morning. That coffee must be.
Coffee, I'm just.
Oh, Tora.
Ooh, I love this. It's really nice.
Yeah, Tora, take
You
that.
remind me of a younger, my ex Jay. But he was not right. I like.
Thanks a lot.
That didn't sound good.
That didn't sound good at all. I appreciate you. You
You remind me
of.
of an older, my ex,
What you
but,
said?
but he was nerve wracking.
So I said, that really sounds good. Oh, you too much. Oh, man.
I swear you act like you be the best.
Who's this, Dennis attorney? James. He's being cold, James. See if I can hear it. Y'all laughing like y'all joking like.
What was the song?
Oh.
Well, you know, it is what it is, but you know who always, we probably want to beat up Rob.
Yeah. They something else.
That's all Rob talked about. Must not have got too much sleep.
What is that?
Forgot all your stuff.
I know, right?
But you be on it most of the time.
Yeah.
At least,
I think I see, I leave my mug out a lot, so I don't know to grab it. I must have put it in the cabinet.
Hey, do you guys have, you have your own office?
My own office.
Do you have a refrigerator?
Coffee type?
Well, yeah. You talking about the clerk's office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bring your ice, put it in the freezer, and you just pour your ice in. So you have to always stop them.
Like what, a bag of ice?
Yeah, bring a little small bag here.
Let me tell you what the problem is.
People take.
I like the ice from 7-Eleven.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
I just like their ice.
Which
The
one,
ice-
where you stop?
It's right on my way.
On what street?
It's right down the street from me. It's like two,
I know, but what's the
3
street?
blocks
Just say-
away, but
What's the street?
Herbert.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Oh,
Because I was wondering if it's the one there, but you further the other way, okay.
yeah.
Because there's a
Har-
couple over where I live too.
Oh, yeah, it's on Harper. So as soon as I go down the street and make a right on Harper, it's right there. So that's why I just stopped. Yeah, ice.
When I started to do what you were doing, I was gonna do it, put my coffee in the other cup. And put my ice in this one because it's staying.
Yeah, see,
That's why I got a coffee cup. I want to. So you don't keep a water cup at work?
I do, sometimes during the week I'll leave it here and then I'll take it home on the weekend. So yesterday I forgot to bring it. Yeah, that's what.
See, we got a little refrigerator in our office.
Oh, no, I'm not. See, I don't like to go to the office. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's right
I hear.
there, but
But see, the guys don't barely use the fridge and the mic. I wouldn't and bought a microwave.
Look at this. I bought these right here.
I think they should give us those colors.
Could it go with it?
Because it go with the uniform, but they give us these.
it's the same thing, ain't it?
Yes, but it probably costs them more.
What's it, right?
Yeah. You know, Carmen was asking me this.
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
I had a
Thanks.
back for her, but she had never got a chance to see her, so.
He's like, to get it.
That do look better.
Yeah. You look fly.
I can't wait to get rid of the mask.
I mean, that's
You know what though?
me and
In all
Blair Moody was
honesty,
talking about.
in all honesty, the mask is good for those with halitosis.
said the same thing.
Huh?
The mask is good for those with halitosis. You don't have to smell it. You have to smell it.
No.
Yeah, so most people-
Right now, when you get with the CDC came out with the new things,
Miss Dennis,
Yes.
your attorney should be on in a minute, okay?
Okay.
So that's hopefully will be, the summer.
Right. Yes.
Yesterday, right?
Did you?
45 cents.
Oh, shit, I didn't know. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you go back.
And I turned around, it was 63 days while in the freezer.
That's awesome.
Harris,
That's one of the
Miss Harris. Yeah, Miss Harris. Can you hear?
I didn't hear that. Mr. Secretary.
Ms. Harris. Turn your sound on, please. Okay.
All right, let's be ready, Alan. Morning.
How are you?
Good. Look like you ready.
Ready as I'm going. Jared, how are you?
Okay, how you doing?
Slow motion, but I'm good. Thank you for asking. Okay.
Is this yours, Lily? Yeah.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
We,
You're gonna stay right there.
oh, understand that.
Ain't nobody out there.
Cool, thank you. Ready, my thanks.
Ready? Calling case number 2057283, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jamar Allen. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms, possession by a felon, count 2, weapons carrying concealed, count 3, weapons, felony, firearm, habitual offender, for notice. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you for the people. Good morning, Judge. I'm Christopher Sinclair here with on behalf of Ms. Allen, who's present and standing behind me.
Now, state your name for the record, please.
Jamar Allen.
Thank you, sir.
The initial date is the date and time set for preliminary examination. Defense is ready to proceed. At this time, the people now first proceed. This was a hallway call. I'll start with Joseph, Sean, and see if Ann on the recorder. Name and there was no seat in the hall. At this time, people are down for your forward. It does. Kind of for just last time.
All right, got it dismissed without prejudice.
Thank you.
Are you working this shit?
Yes, it did.
Yes, sir.
I got that with the same secret.
You see that? I ain't got more people protect me.
That's cool.
All right, sir. I like it. How you doing? Fine.
What time is it? That's
Good, I know this is not a record, but
just trying to stay on my lane, huh?
this is another record, but I did. That's right.
Oh.
Hey, Ms. Harris,
Yes.
your case is already done. You're set for it's April 7th, right?
Yep.
April 7th at 9:15 for preliminary exam.
Alright, I'm on the
All right.
You
And Ms.
said
Harris,
April 7th?
April 7th at 9:15. Ms. Harris, I don't do t-shirts or sweats or anything like that in my courtroom.
I'm sorry.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No, one
Excuse
more
me,
time,
Your
'cause
Honor, I
I
have
ain't
a
read it down
question.
yet.
Hold on a second, ma'am. Ms. Harris, what did you say?
I said one more time. You said at what time?
April 7th at 9:15. That's courtroom 439. It's in person. It's not on Zoom.
Okay. And I put the same number in?
No, it's not on Zoom. It's in person.
At 36.
36th
Okay.
District Court, courtroom 439.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, I was trying to check and see did you do the court date for David Eastland yet? Eastland.
Who?
His name is
Easterly?
David. Yeah.
No, we haven't done it yet.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Waiting on the attorney.
Okay. Let me see his-
Yeah, who's Miss James on? Who's on the back? Attorney James.
That's, for Dennis.
Attorney James? Attorney James?
Might be in another hearing.
Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning. Are you ready to do Dennis?
Yes, Your Honor.
She's on Zoom also.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Calling case number 21-55798, the people of the state of Michigan versus Brittany Dennis. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Your appearances, James?
Oh, I was waiting for the prosecutor. I apologize. Good morning, Your Honor. Nicole James appearing on behalf of Ms. Dennis, who is present via Zoom.
State your name for the record, please.
Brittany Dennis.
Ms. Dennis, I don't do t-shirts, I don't do sweats, and I don't do scrubs. You dress for my court when you come to court, all right?
Okay.
Because if you don't, I'm end up dressing you. That won't be a pleasant experience, because I just send you Wayne County Jail. All right? Okay, thank you.
Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to review the discovery. It appears that Ms. Dennis may be a candidate for the diversion program. I do understand that this court doesn't do adjourned probable cause conference dates, but so we would ask that it be set for exam at this time so that we can submit a letter.
All right.
And Ms. Dennis, when we finish here, I know we've been playing phone tag. Just call me, okay? Okay. Okay, thank you.
I didn't think so.
May 27th to 9:15.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh, Jeff, this is, two, I could probably do one.
All right, Bob, continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a good one, everyone.
Nicole, Ms. Harris,
Yes.
did you get the, discovery I emailed, that should have digital and paper?
I have paper. Let me check really quickly to see if I have the digital.
Yeah.
I only have paper that I see.
It went on February 25 and yes, on the,
You said, and what day?
it went on, February 25th to you and February 25 and March 5.
Okay. I'll look for the March 5 one. That one's from the 25th.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Good morning again, Madam Clerk. It's Attorney
morning.
Anthony Lewis. I believe my client is on the iPhone. I had instructed him what to do, but I believe that may be him on the iPhone.
Okay. All right. Waiver.
Did you want to get a picture? You told her?
Oh, Mr. Barber on?
Who?
Mr. Barber. That's the waiver, Mr. Lewis's client. He said
I
it
don't
should be
know,
on
it
the
says on
iPhone.
the iPhone, but there's the iPhone in the background. Turn on the video. Ms. Dennis,
Yes,
your hearing's over. You can sign out if you like.
okay, I was just making sure.
Okay. You can call it, baby, come on.
Okay.
Oh, let me go get Miss Moody, is he?
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay.
Some WD-40 for this chair. What you do that crap? Jessica. Don't it look like his name's on his mask? Oh. See his name? Don't it look like it's on his mask? Giles? Oh, yeah, it does. Maybe you should get one with his name on the mask. If I ever pull out that cricket machine, maybe I'll learn it and do something with it. Spend all that money on that stuff, I ain't did nothing.
Yeah.
During the corona.
What? Who?
All right. Calling case number 2155810, the people of the state of Michigan versus Timothy Barber. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Morning, Your Honor. Prosecutor Brown.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this court. Anthony Lewis, P43876, appearing on behalf of Mr. Timothy Barbeau. Judge,
State your name and turn your video on, please.
Why they want me to unmute? Like, I'm not in court. I'm not the one y'all looking for.
Mr. Barber? Lost him. He's not on anymore, Mr. Lewis.
what's the court's pleasure?
It's up to you. I mean, if you can try to get him. You get him on if you want to do a waiver.
Okay, I will attempt to try to get him back on again, Judge. Thank you.
All right, we'll recall it.
We got the older case. Obvious. Yeah. What, when? Okay, yeah. Right. All right. Thank you.
Copy this. I got a copy.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah, you know how to.
Yep, just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Oh my God. So our 9:30 here yet?
My officer wants to go back, yeah.
Or your 9:30?
I think so, yeah.
Is it 9:30 here?
I told you. I'll keep it posted.
Right.
And park.
From time to time. What's the case now? Terrible. Thank you. ID. Partner. IEL. Pass me a breakfast.
Oh, what?
Breakfast.
I'm sorry.
Very good. Oh, listen, we got, three of them, my first four picks. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's why you took so many shots. Yeah, that's why.
Yes.
I took so many shots, I took every shot. I was made my shot.
You tried to get down on him with that one.
Oh, God.
Look, no orange in there?
How you see it?
What, orange?
Yeah, did you see it?
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sure you really put a lot of work into it.
You don't drink coffee, Kitty?
You like that, I love it. I like it. It's
Tea?
Yeah, tea sometimes.
I have tea in my life if you ever want.
Yeah, I don't drink it every day if I have to take it.
How much you lose by? You didn't lose by a lot, did you?
Huh?
You lose by a lot, did you?
No, well, we lost, 15.
Who,
No.
your nephew's not on that team.
No.
Did we finish with Mr. Dennis or Mr. Lewis earlier?
No. Got his client on.
And mine,
I think he's on, back on, the iPhone on there. What's his name, Barber?
Yeah, Barbara.
Mr. Barber?
It's like Barnett Junior High School, same way.
nope.
No, but I don't want to miss it. It's not Mr. Barber, sorry.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
He's on the job.
Who's on the jail list?
David Easterly.
I did tell you when we got one teller.
Dave. Yeah, Easterly.
Good morning, Madam Clerk. It's Attorney Anthony Lewis again.
Yes.
Mr. Barber said he's been waiting for it to be brought in for the last 30 minutes, so he has never been on with the court based upon what he's telling me.
He must not be in the right courtroom then.
That's what I told him also. So I told him to recheck the Zoom number. So I will tell him to go out of that one and come back in to the correct Zoom number. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, it sounds like he's in the wrong one.
Yeah.
He's been waiting 30 minutes.
Why did he say what you do?
Huh?
You know, he might be in the Zoom, talk to him, tell him to make sure you it's so why you gotta go back? I was like,
Right, why didn't he just tell me that?
right. Where's Superman?
Because the judge already said there was nobody in it. He didn't have no one.
Right.
A lot of homicides.
You said we got a lot of homicides.
I'm just saying there's a lot of homicides going on. Like every,
Well, he's a PC, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a piece of there.
Everybody want Wild Wild West.
Wow, wow, wow.
How do you guys get on these guns? How do you guys get on these guns? I thought you couldn't get, supposedly you couldn't get on the legal, unless you're all legal guns. So where they coming from?
I'm a legal guy. Most of these PCWs are first time.
And
First
they,
time offenders, so.
but I'm saying, where they getting the guns?
They're buying the gun. Most of them are registered, they own them, they just carry them around.
yeah, don't know the proper way to carry.
But the homicides, a lot of these guys, these like fellas that's been 4 times. Whatever.
But honestly, the open marriage to me is a setup, because it ain't no good to separate.
Good morning again, Judge. We ready?
All right, you ready now? Oh, yes.
Mr. Moody.
I'll be right back.
Mercy.
We ready?
Yes.
Recalling case number 21-55810, the people of the state of Michigan versus Timothy Barber. Defendant is charged with count 1 and count 2, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for public cause.
Morning, Your Honor. Custer, waiting for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please this court, Anthony Lewis, P43876, on behalf of Timothy Barber Stewart. I would ask that the court correct the name so that he does not have any subsequent AKA, because on the information, it does have him listed as an AKA, and this is his first involvement with the criminal justice system. So there's no way for that to have taken place, Judge.
Well, listing the same name is just, and one of them is listed as hyphenated.
Right, and
His name hyphenated?
yes, his name is hyphenated, and the way it appears on Zoom is the way that it was given to him at birth, Judge.
Okay.
May counsel proceed, Judge?
Yes, sir.
At this time, Your Honor, we are in receipt of the discovery. I have met with my client physically. We have went over the discovery, and at this time, we would be waiving our right to a preliminary exam. I have informed Mr. Stewart as to what the responsibility of the prosecutor is at the preliminary exam, and that is to show by a probable cause standard that there was a crime committed and that he is the person that committed that said crime. He informs me that he understands those rights, and at this time, he wished to waive his right to have the preliminary exam and have the matter bound over to circuit court. I present my client for any questions by the court.
All right, Mr. Barbara Stewart, state your name for the record, please. You have to take it off of mute. Turn your sound on. Or turn it up. Well, if I can't hear him, we can't waive it.
Yes,
Disconnecting the audio. All right, try now. State your name. Mr. Lewis, that is your client, right?
that is my client, Judge.
All right, well, have him just call into the court. 935
2407.
2407.
Mr. Stewart, raise your hand if you can hear me. Because he has the courtroom number, Judge. I gave it to him, so that's why I didn't want to try to interrupt. If he could hear me, he could call in, but I see we're going to have to recall it again, Judge. So thank you very much. I'll get on the phone with him right away.
All right. Mr. Mercier, you're supposed to be in court. What's going on?
I'm down the street, Your Honor. My office is actually within 3 blocks of the court. This is in person. I was going to call.
Well, it's set for 9:30.
And I can be there at 9:30, although, Your Honor, I was going to
It's
ask.
9:33.
May I appear by Zoom today, Your Honor?
Mr. Mercier, you asked for in person. I give you in person. I expect you to be here for in person. Not 3 blocks away, not on Zoom.
With all the COVID concerns, Your Honor, opposed to sitting in the car, I stayed here until I would walk over immediately. Although I would request the court to allow me to participate by Zoom today.
Are we ready on?
We'll see you. Ryan. Gonna check, see if Charles. Whatever, Mr. Lewis.
Is in here?
Yes, sir. My phone working now.
Oh,
His client's not even here, is it?
all right.
Just ask for.
We'll call in a minute, Mr. Mercier. Mr. Lewis.
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
All right, your client's phone is working.
It's
All
for
right, back on the record on 2155810.
Judge.
People State of Michigan versus Timothy Barbara Stewart.
Everybody for the people, Judge, good morning.
Thank you.
Once again, may it please this court, Anthony Lewis on behalf of Mr. Stewart. Mr. Stewart, state your name for the record.
Timothy Barbour hyphenated Stewart.
Judge, would you like me to go through?
Oh, we already went through it, part of the record. Just go through proofs. You don't have to do it again. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Timothy Barber Stewart, you understand that you have a statutory right to a preliminary exam where the state must show by probable cause the crime was committed and probable cause you had something to do with committing that crime. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anybody promise you anything or threaten you in any way to get you to waive your right to preliminary exam?
No, sir.
You waive your right freely and voluntarily after having opportunity to talk to your attorney about it.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing off?
No, sir.
Mr. Lewis, do you have any objection to the court signing your name to the waiver form and initialing off?
I have no objection, Your Honor.
All right, court will find that you freely and voluntarily waive your right to preliminary exam matters bound over Wayne County Circuit Court. Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which is March 23rd at 9:00 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you can call it Charles.
Everyone stay safe. Mr. Stewart, you can leave the courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Calling case number 2058220, the people of the state of Michigan versus Brandon Tarleton. Defendant is charged with count 1, controlled substance possession, habitual offender, third notice. This matter is scheduled for examination. Defendant has failed to appear.
Morning, Your Honor. This is Prosecutor Blair, one of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Daniel Mercier, representing Mr. Brandon Tarleton.
Mr. Mercy, again, this matter was set for in-person. When you ask for in-person, I expect you to be here. Not 3 blocks away, not saying I'm gonna get there, but be here. I only set so much time for each case. If you're not here on time, then your time is run.
I understand, Your
I'm
Honor.
not here to do it, okay? All right, but your client failed to appear, K-Fish shall enter. Any bond previously submitted shall be forfeited. New bond set at $30,000 cash. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You want to tell that? Yeah, I'll tell her. What's that?
Nobody's here for the 9:30.
We just did it.
While you was talking out there doing something.
You know what? It's a blessing to be able to hear somebody's testimony that made it through the corona. The officer was in the hospital for 40 days on the bed, he said, for a week.
You said he's 3 months, you said, Larry.
Yeah.
That's deep, man. That's
You
deep.
know,
I
you
never-
know, Larry,
Here he is right there. man.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry. He's gotta do the sheet thing. Here. No, Judge King.
Madam Clerk?
Yes.
This is Dominic DeGrazia from the prosecutor's office. I'm just checking in on David Easterly. What's up for a PCC?
We're waiting on the defense attorney to check in.
Okay. I also have a case on Third Circuit, so I may be in and out.
Do you have Mr. Anderson's phone number?
Is it Jim Anderson?
James Anderson.
I'll see if I can find it.
Come on, Mr. No, I think I have a question. I thought you were gonna do the order, you didn't do the order?
Yeah, I sent it to you today, 9:30.
Who? Oh,
I sent it to you last week.
okay.
You want me to reprint it?
You want me to play?
Yeah, I'll print it on ready.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Susan, you're welcome.
police officer here on, Dorian, Harris.
Harris, yeah, okay, thanks.
Family shakes outside.
Oh. Yeah, I sent it on the fifth. I wasn't sure. I sent the proposal on the fifth and then I'll get it this one has today's date. Oh. And that opinion's in the file, but just if you want another copy, you can take that to judge.
Okay, all right, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll follow this one, yeah. Well, I should have, okay. Thank you.
Is that good, John?
Yeah, that's okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You still playing?
No, hell, hell, no.
That's what I told him. I had to put it down.
Everybody else is insane, and some people, everybody else is saying we gave it up, but some people.
What we doing this?
Copy it, we one in the file, and now we got it.
Oh, no, it's on.
That's,
Remember Coach, what's his name, Coach Cal?
Yeah, Caldor.
Is this something different or is this the same thing?
It's the same thing. It's, yeah.
Oh, he was playing on it too.
He was playing this, I told you, Cal was my idol.
Yeah, mine too.
He was
I mean,
playing this in the 70s.
You know, but he never jumped like I did, but that's all I can see.
I don't think you stole my pen, but it was broken. Oh, you got yours.
Yeah, these ones, they don't last. You put them in a pocket or
Check
something.
my blood pressure. I don't know why I be headaches. It was,
Okay, Judge. Sounds like fun.
What are you doing?
You know, Your Honor, every
No
time,
running,
every
no.
time you go play ball, you gotta stretch.
Yeah, notice that, you know what I'm saying? But when you come, the next day you come in, you stretch more. Every day after you play ball, you go walking.
Oh, that was hilarious. Now you stretching?
Right.
I got
Now
stretch.
he's stretching.
I know I'm stretching. I'm walking.
You say what, Kitty?
Now he's stretching.
Right. Gotta stretch. You get a certain age, you should be stretching.
I wish you
Good
could.
morning, Mr. Anderson.
There you go.
Morning.
How are you?
I had one of those mornings this morning.
Oh,
Too much
yeah.
going on everywhere.
Yeah, it happens.
There's someone else up there too.
That's the prosecutor.
That's the prosecutor.
Yeah.
They're on Easterly.
Hi,
Mr.
Dominic. Thanks for the
Anderson,
call.
your client is on the jail list. You want me to call and try to get him, or?
Well, is the alternative to get another date? And I only say that because I'm going to need another date.
No, he's not gonna, another PCC date?
Yeah, this is the first time up, isn't it? On
Yeah,
this-
but Judge Giles doesn't adjourn PCC dates.
Oh, then we'll just get an exam date. So if you can bring them back, I guess we can just get the date. If you can catch them.
You gonna see?
Just another prosecutor.
Ty, you gonna,
Before we go get you, Judge?
I don't need the prosecutor.
No, the prosecutor's there.
Prosecutor's on, yeah.
I'll email you the discovery while we're sitting here, Mr. Anderson.
Okay, great. I got an exam down there at 11. At 36E.
It's a complicated case, so call me if you got any issues with it. We can talk about it.
Yeah, because I had a question. Is he being charged with another case? As part of the, I'll put it this way. I got some discovery and it looks like one person died, two people died, and he was only charged with one death, was it?
Right. He's not going to be charged for the other person's death.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, if you could send it, then we can talk.
Already done. These are all envelopes. I mean, all window envelopes. I have no envelope, what I have in there. Yeah, I need it.
Kitty, do you have a couple of powder folders, manila folders?
Nope. I used to order them, I don't order them no more. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. I think I might have this drawer here. Yeah, I do have some. They're not the big
Oh,
ones.
no, I meant the files.
Huh?
That's fine too, but I need some file folders.
Ah.
No.
Oh, no. No, I don't have any.
Good morning. I'm good, and stuff.
So. Just a little bit.
Are you on the Harris case, Moody?
But, yeah.
Okay, y'all, it's just got.
That's not, okay. Minimal is on all that. Okay.
Grazia?
Yes, Judge?
Okay, we're ready, you may call it. If you're ready.
Try calling the jail, it's just going straight to it. Calling case number 2156134, the people of the state of Michigan versus David Easterly. Defendant is charged with count 1, homicide, murder, first degree premeditated, count 2, assault with intent to murder, count 3, weapons, firearms, possession by felon, count 4, weapons carrying concealed, count 5, weapons, felony, firearm, second notice, count 6, weapons, felony firearm, second notice, count 7, weapons, felony firearm, second notice, habitual offender, fourth notice, mandatory 25-year sentence. This matter is scheduled for a probable cause conference.
Dominic DeGrazia, P 69815 on behalf of the people.
Good morning, James Anderson on behalf of David Easterly.
Waive his appearance for the purpose of this hearing.
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Judge, I'd ask that this matter be set for preliminary examination. I'm sure I'll have discovery and have gone over it with Mr. DeGrazia and my client before the exam date.
All right.
And Judge, I just emailed Mr. Anderson a link to the discovery.
All right. How many witnesses?
I would say 3.
All right, can we do March 25th at 2:45?
March 25th, 2:45.
Judge, the only thing I would say is that this might be a bit of a lengthy exam, so that's not going to give us a lot of space there.
March 22nd at 1:45.
I'm available.
That's fine, Judge.
Okay. All right, see everybody back then.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm all set. Who? Mr. Mina. No. I didn't see him. I don't know who. The defendant is either, obviously. What's your name?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you do me a favor? There's 3 boxes up there.
Mhm.
Can you see if any of them envelopes are without windows?
You need envelopes without windows? Might be it. Nope, that ain't it. Here we go. Nope, I got windows. Here you go. How many you need?
Just a few, that, a hand like that.
Well, it's 10 o'clock, it's not here yet. We saw him yesterday, I think we saw him yesterday.
I just put an NW for no windows, okay?
That's a 20.
Kitty. Yes, you got an NW for no windows.
Oh, okay. What is that box over there?
This one got windows.
Friday had no envelopes with nothing, now I got all these envelopes.
Yep, that's usually how I go. You know your coworkers are haters.
Did you want her to sign this?
Yes.
No, she said.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Referee over.
Oh, no. I've been asking.
Okay. You can do what, so, recent. You got an OIC or Raphael Jackson. Okay, thanks. Whenever you're ready, please.
Who we doing? Huh? Harris?
Harris, yeah.
We don't have nobody?
Nope.
Oh, okay, great. Calling case number 2058314, the people of the state of Michigan versus Dorian Harris. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination. Defendant has failed to appear.
Before your honors, this is prosecutor Blair Lee, the people judge, we are prepared to proceed, we have our officers here.
Fail to appear, we just, yeah. Need bond for this, so we forfeit it. Bond says 30,000. Okay.
Yeah, there's a paper, so you don't come in.
Oh.
Yeah. Where did you get those gloves? Okay. I'm all over.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Pull out a hat, right? You know, it's a pain. That's it. That's it. Wow, look at that.
Thank
You've been around that long? or-
Yeah.
Ooh. Who's that? That's, Junior issue. Oh. Do you have time to run down and drop this file off? Yeah.
Judge, so you know that case she filed, a motion to withdraw as appellate counsel. That will go over there too.
Yeah, that was open.
Okay.
We gotta take that to Court of Appeal. Can't take it.
I'm just glad she ain't calling. This one jacked up.
That's what I know, right? That's crazy.
That's okay. Glad to send it back down.
Yeah,
Glad to send it back. All right, who's next? Raphael Jackson.
Hi, Tammy.
Kitty.
This Kitty.
Oh, Kitty, I'm sorry. I got everybody mixed up.
That's
Um,
okay.
Can you do me a favor? I'm trying to reach, and I can't zoom in. I'm trying to reach Judge King's courtroom. Do you have the phone number, ma'am?
965-2406.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Easter, March 22nd. I'm trying to say that.
Coach? I don't know if he's still alive. That's all I wondering too, man. He was, when I was practicing, he came to see me. That's when I was on Lafayette, so that was over 20 years ago. He was 70. Yeah. Wow. Huh? I forget, you know, he was up, he has an age. Yeah. So, wow. Because I talked to him, oh, I'm trying to think, it might be a long, long that thought. About at least 10 years ago or something like that. I tried to I was trying to get in touch with his buddy that I met in Denver, that I knew in Denver. I met him, we played ball together. Mr. Bob Gordon, all those guys, they might be. I'd like to see him. I would love to see him. How old do you think he is? Huh? How old is he right now? No, what happened? Yeah, he is 90. Wow. Because I remember when his plan still in the 70s, he was up. Yeah, he was in the 70s. Whoa. He is, he's all right, for sure. All right. Right until I like, he was a good guy. Yeah, he was.
Judge, you got that Michigan State, their U of L game?
I don't see it. I'm gonna get mad.
You what?
I'm gonna get mad.
They won? Yeah, they won, State won.
MSU?
Yeah.
I'm knocking off.
The first game. That was the first game.
Oh, okay, the second, oh.
They played them 2 days later. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be mad, you'd be glad.
I'm glad, yeah.
What was the score? Was it like a 5-point game?
About 6 points.
Yeah.
Seven, I think 64-70.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's so inconsistent.
Yeah, they have been this year, but they won some big games. I think they're gonna get to the
They're gonna get into the big
dance.
dance. And they, you know, that was a signature win.
That was, yeah, because I was.
Because it knocked U of M down from 2 to 4.
Right.
And,
Big Ten is the best division in the nation.
It is.
Oh, God,
It is the
this year,
best.
We got what, 7 teams going to the dance. Maybe 8. Oh, sounds good.
Yeah. Yep.
They get Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Iowa, Purdue, Wisconsin, Michigan State.
Tough conference.
Tough conference. Minnesota might be in there. I don't know, Minnesota.
Yeah, they might.
I think we're in this,
Big Ten tournament? Well, that's an automatic berth.
That's a lot of it, sure.
But, you know, I think U of M's got 2 byes. The first 2 rounds are byes to the round. Really? I think so. That's why I thought that's what the guy said on TV. After the game. But that doesn't always do well. I
I think you get kind of rusty. I mean, at least I know that years before we got our buys and like you go to the tournament, you fall flat on your face.
That's true.
You know? You gotta keep the rhythm going.
Yeah, that one kid, he's going pro this year for Michigan State.
Which one?
Aaron Henry.
Who?
Aaron Henry.
Henry? Really?
Yeah, I think.
I like him. He's a great player.
He's a very athletic player.
He is.
Very athletic.
He is.
Now the others, they need to.
I think he's got a kind of a funny sense of humor too.
That's what I hear.
I've seen him on the court, the camera would pick him up sometimes. Then he's looking over the one. There was last year, he looked over at the opponent. And he had this grin on his face. It was so funny, He's laughing at the other guy, and trying to acknowledge something, but yet he was a little bit sheepish about it.
He's a good kid.
But yeah, I'm sure he's a good kid. Well, they're all good kids.
Yeah, but you can tell he got personality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, he's got, what's his height? Almost like 7 feet or something?
No, jump pretty high. He's just about 6'6", 6'7".
He's talented.
He's talented. He just gets the basket, but he can handle the ball, get there.
Is he he's not a senior, I don't think, is he?
No, I don't think so.
I think he's a junior. Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's a junior too. I really do.
Yeah, Rocket boxes.
He looks good.
Yep.
Where this game come from? Oh man, all of a sudden he couldn't miss.
Right. I guess they said Hauser's out with a shoulder. Bad shoulder.
Really?
That's what I heard them say.
Because he played the last game. Oh, I don't know. And he's a big component for that.
Yeah.
He has to be 6'9", stretch support.
That Hall's good too. The tall kid.
Oh yeah.
He's good shooter, rebounder.
When they put together, you see when they put together, they win those big games.
I know. There's something missing. I don't know what it is.
A real dominant big fella.
In other words, like your Mateen Cleaves or something like that.
Or a point guard. It's one or two.
He takes over the team and runs it.
They can get away with not having a real big guy. They got
Right.
2'6", about 6'10", 6'9".
Right, forward,
Yeah, but dang,
That's tall.
you need a point.
How tall are you,
Yeah,
Jan?
you do. You really do.
How tall are you?
Right. Oh, okay, I thought you said 6. You say 6'6"?
3. I got a nephew, he's 6'5", weigh 207. He played there next year.
He plays there now?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
He's
Football or basketball?
football. His name is Maverick Hansen.
He's what?
His name is Maverick Hansen.
Hanson?
Yes.
What position?
I don't know. He played football.
Well, is he what is his status? Junior, senior?
It's his second year.
Sophomore? Okay. They see.
When I send him to work for me, they be like, your nephew, he's a tall white boy with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Wow.
His hands are, you see how huge his hands
Well, he can get a
is?
hold of that football. Yeah, no, look at that.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you.
he got some big hands. And how tall you said?
He's got some good
6'5",
receiving hands.
6'6". His father's 6'7" feet,
And how much you weigh?
270.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. If he's a defender.
Yes, I'm thinking he's probably on defense.
Probably.
Huge hands. You're a real good kid too.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Huge appetite to go with it.
Oh, yeah, he can eat. Oh, Lord. Him and his brother can eat.
We were wondering what they're gonna do, as far as this fall with seats, you know what I mean? Opening the stadiums up.
Well, they're talking about opening a lot of the baseball and all that, so.
That's, basketball.
Yeah.
But is it gonna be like, it's like every other seat or something? Are they gonna be able to pack it? That's what I'm wondering,
No, they'll probably start off with 25%, and we'll spread them all out.
Yeah. And then,
My neighbors, we got, you know,
How many years?
they come up, you already purchased your seat?
Well, that's the thing, you know, who gets priority to go in?
Yeah.
You know, of course, the big money donors, obviously, will get the first one, you know, that works, but after that, I don't know.
More from Jackson or Fox?
No, that's interesting. Two attorneys and the clients.
It's the third attorney, the other one didn't show either, was it Mihana?
Yeah.
And Mercier, come on.
He came on.
Yeah, he's
Oh, yeah, the other Mercier is here.
He's still kicking his money.
Yeah, the client.
Right. Okay, I've got for Adam Carter and Perlman. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah.
No defendants either? Okay, play.
Mr. Jackson is out there. Someone told him to sit down. I said, why you check in with me? He's been out there. But his attorney's not here.
Call him.
Defensive line. Got a position?
Yeah, defensive line,
Yeah,
the linebacker.
270.
Oh, defensive line, I thought so. That's what we
Yeah,
said.
270, too much more than linebacker.
Yeah, because the offensive line is 300 at least.
300?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. College you might get 290, but most
That's
of it,
huge.
a lot bigger than 270. Because some big boys on the other side are kicking butt. They come in. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Harrison. Harrison is a good school.
I'll remember that. Get over there.
Right, right. I hope I can get the game this
Maybe
year.
Williams can go get to see him at some point. Maybe you can go get to see him at some point.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
And maybe they open up the stadium a little bit this year.
Judge was saying a little
probably,
bit.
yeah, probably half.
But, I mean, you know, first you would have families of players in there.
They're always there, yeah.
But then you would have, we think, we were talking about, at least I think it's gonna be high upper room donors.
Yeah, for sure. They go back there. They get girl. Girl. That's his girl. She'll good.
What big is
Yeah, girlfriend.
she is in school for law.
She's a what?
No, medical. She's studying medical. Medicine.
Is she on gas?
Yes, Judge. Yeah, I just called him. She
Show
said
you
she
right
was
there?
gonna tell him.
Both of you on the copy, right?
Secretary.
Just me.
Oh, maybe Ryan's
Where
here.
you?
Jackson?
Yeah. Which parts is here?
You mean, that's Ryan Hill.
Yeah.
The one that just said Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
That's Ryan.
Oh, no. Ryan who?
Ryan Hill. I think they work out the same office.
Jackson also spots up there. Jack right there. Call it cases.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
How are you?
You guys can't.
You ready?
I
I wanted to talk to my client before, but
Run out of time. What's up?
30, isn't it?
Yeah.
10:30. Only set so much time for each one.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and talk to them.
Just briefly, Judge.
All right.
Don't touch your client, come on. What's up with the client, but I can believe that.
I don't understand why they don't know who court they is. Well, you know better, you do better. It's like, I never understand how clients come in not dressed and the attorneys know what courtroom they going in.
Oh.
That's
That
great.
drives me crazy.
But they never talked to it to the day of the case, like
Oh,
that.
some attorneys are horrible.
Yeah, they're terrible. They don't talk to it within
But
the
you
day.
know
of.
what? You know this like I said.
Only ones here is police officers.
Well, that's all I.
Yeah. Which one? It didn't?
I don't know, I can tell.
I'm gonna check it out.
It didn't.
I think so.
Can you go downstairs and see Miss Bryant, Judge Bryant, and see if she got a shirt for?
I'm not allowed in the courtroom.
That's who she put that shit
He
on.
joking.
I'm just joking.
He joking.
Yeah.
I know, I'm not allowed in the courtroom.
Right.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Sure.
That's true. Sure.
You ready, Ryan?
Yeah.
Calling case number 2058184, the people of the state of Michigan versus Raphael Jackson. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed. This matter is scheduled for examination.
And good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Hill, P68445, on behalf of Mr. Jackson, who is in the first row. State your name, sir.
Raphael Jackson.
Are you ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
We're ready.
Let's see.
Mr. Jackson was available for the version.
I don't know if he was or not, Judge, I'll be honest with you. I know this is, PCC was a long time ago. I know you sent an email out. No, I don't think we got a response. Did you send one out? We did, yeah, at the PCC. I never got a response from Bill.
Don't hold it. He won't be on it.
I don't.
No flyers.
Oh.
Right. That's something that, yeah, and that's the thing, but, Okay. Not eligible, Judge.
I don't think he's eligible. Okay. Are you ready?
People are calling Officer Hill.
Officer Hill. Officer Hill. You're on, yeah.
Yeah, officer.
We are affirmed, but you also have to make a case. So we go first and Antoine, thank you. May begin. Thank you. Morning, sir, your name for the record.
First name is Antoine, last name Hill.
Okay, where do you work?
Detroit Police Department.
Okay. Take you back to the date of June 26, 2020, the location is I-90 Port Harbor. At about 8 o'clock or so, 8 p.m. On that date, time, location, were you an on-duty officer?
Yes,
Okay, how are you dressed, sir?
I was in a special operations uniform, which is green cargo pants, black shirt, black vest carrier.
Anything indicating you're a police officer on it?
Yes, we were in I'm sorry, my partner and I were in a black fully marked scout car with the Detroit Police writing, the emergency lights equipped, visible.
Okay, how about your uniform?
My uniform, I had my badge displayed and my name.
All right, thank you. And you're at this location for what reason, sir?
I was just conducting a traffic stop.
Okay, were you on route, like routine patrol or on a call or what?
Just patrol.
All right, okay. And your partner was who?
Officer Hanson.
Okay, all right. This squad car, were you driving it or were you passenger?
I was driving.
Okay. And did something then happen? Oh, strike that. This area in the city of Detroit County Wayne?
Yes.
All right. Did something happen there that brings you this part here today?
Yeah, I pulled over a vehicle that was speeding.
Okay. Tell us how you determined that vehicle was speeding.
Speed limit on freeway, that particular freeway is 55 miles per hour. And I was behind the vehicle doing about 70, so I was just following behind the vehicle, pacing it at about 70 miles per hour.
Okay, what about intersection? What highway was this? Can you tell us?
I-94.
Okay. All right. So now what happened? You paced the vehicle?
Yep, and then I conducted a traffic stop on it after I determined it was traveling at a speed greater than reasonable.
Okay. So tell us how the traffic stop was conducted.
I activated the lights, the vehicle pulled over on the shoulder, and I exited the vehicle along with my partner. When we approached the vehicle, I stopped.
Okay. Did you approach on the driver's side or the passenger side?
Driver's side.
All right. How many people were in the car at the time? You know?
Just one, Mr. Jackson.
Okay. That individual, Mr. Jackson, in the courtroom here today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where that person is seated, what that person is wearing here today?
He's seated on one of the benches in the back, wearing a black, appears to be jacket or t-shirt or long sleeve, and has shoulder length braids.
For the record, identify Mr. Raphael Jackson. Correct, that's all we find. Thank you. So, Mr. You approached Mr. Jackson on the driver's side?
Yes.
All right, what happened?
I advised Mr. Jackson on the reason I conducted a traffic stop and then requested all his information for the vehicle.
Did you ask for identification at all?
Yes.
All right. Is he able to present what it was that you asked for?
I believe so. In the process of looking for the vehicle information, I did discover a weapon in the vehicle.
Okay. Back up a little bit. You asked for some documentation.
Yes.
And that was pertaining to what?
That was his driver's license and the vehicle registration and insurance.
Okay. And at some point then, did he try to retrieve that?
Yes.
All right. So how did he do that?
He began looking in places of the vehicle, and when he opened the center console of the vehicle, I observed the butt of a handgun.
Okay. And what happens when you observe that?
I immediately ordered him to place his hands on the steering wheel, and then my partner recovered the firearm. And then
Where did you recover from?
From the center console.
All right. What happens now?
And then I asked Mr. Jackson if he was a valid CPO holder, to which he stated no.
Okay. So what happens now?
Mr. Jackson was ordered from the vehicle and placed under arrest for carrying a concealed weapon in a motor vehicle.
Okay.
What happens following that?
He requested that his wife come get the car, and we allowed him to do so. It didn't take anything from us, so we just had him contact her. She came and we waited, and she retrieved the vehicle for him, so we didn't have to tow it.
Okay. Center console was located in what position according to the driver, in relation to the driver's seat?
It'll be on the right-hand side between the front passenger seat and the driver's seat, right in the middle.
Do you know whether or not there are any citations issued?
Yes, he was issued one order for the speeding, as far as I can remember.
This all happened in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Thank you.
Judge, can I ask my client a question real quick? Thank you, Judge. May I?
Yeah.
Officer, my name is Ryan Hill. I'm gonna have a couple questions based on what the prosecutor asked you, okay? If you don't understand it, say, hey, Ryan, repeat it, okay? Okay. I'll be quick. You indicated this was on, what date in June 2020?
I would have to refer back to the report. It's been a while.
Let me ask you this, as it relates to your testimony here today, have you spoken to anyone in preparation of your testimony here today?
No.
Okay, you haven't spoken to your partner?
No.
Okay. And I'm assuming this happened last year. I'm assuming you had to use your report to refresh your recollection. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay. Now, you indicated you were on patrol. You're not a traffic enforcement officer, are you?
I work in the city of Detroit. I can enforce all traffic ordinances and laws.
No, I understand that, but there's a separate unit for traffic enforcement. Would you agree with me?
Technically, yeah, but we can still enforce traffic as needed.
I understand that. And you indicated that my client was doing an excess of 55 on
Yes.
94? Okay. No radar pacing, correct?
Nope.
Okay. Now, you indicated that in identifying my client, Mr. Jackson, are you saying under oath here today, you can identify him with a mask on, you can identify him with 100% certainty that this is the individual you pulled over, correct?
I mean, he's here to testify on this case, or I'm sorry, present for this case, so I would say it's him.
Okay. If I had 3 individuals here, you wouldn't be able to pick up Mr. Jackson, would you?
Not by reviewing the camera roll.
Okay. So because he's sitting in the front row, he's Mr. Jackson, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you indicated that you asked for his ID, insurance, registration, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Did you have a flashlight illuminating the inside of the vehicle during the traffic stop?
Not that I recall,
I guess in June or 8 o'clock. Was it dark then, if you recall?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And you indicated you could see upon him retrieving something from the center console, you could see the butt of a handgun, correct?
Correct.
What color was the butt?
Black.
And you indicated you asked my client if it was a CPL holder. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay. And did he tell you that he actually had applied for CPL?
I don't recall that.
Okay. He didn't discuss anything as it relates to a backlog with the clerk's office for his permit?
Not that I can recall.
Was he compliant? He wasn't disruptive at all during the traffic
No,
stop, was
not
he?
at all.
Okay. And you are aware that the gun was registered in his name, correct? It wasn't a street gun.
I wasn't aware of that, actually.
You were?
I wasn't aware that it was registered to him.
Okay. Did you ever, and pardon my ignorance, is there a way to check from the serial of a handgun to determine if it's a street gun or if it's registered?
Yeah, we can, enter all the information in our, law enforcement database and pull up any information regarding the serial number, firearm, so.
Okay, you don't recall doing that in this case?
I don't know.
To this day, you don't know if that gun was registered to my client?
Mr. Ronald.
I'll withdraw the question, Judge. I have nothing further.
Officer, any time did you obtain a driver's license for the gentleman?
Mr. Ronald.
Honestly, can't recall.
You're not charged with it, what's the wrong?
I'm getting an identification.
Judge, I object, I think he was clear in the identification, he doesn't know if that's Mr. Jackson or not. He just said, he identified him because he's the only person in the court.
Do you recall?
No.
Okay, all right. The individual that you pulled over in the vehicle, do you recall what the hairstyle or anything else, the features of the individual was?
Like I said, I probably have to refer to the body camera for that, because I didn't indicate any of it in my report.
You did not?
No, I didn't indicate any physical features.
All right. And would it assist you at all if we had everyone take their masks off here today, in the courtroom, to identify?
That's possible, yes.
All right. Can we ask the court judge, can we ask the court to do that?
All right, let everyone remove their mask, please. Stand up.
No.
All right, you come back on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does that assist you in any way, sir?
Honestly, no.
No? You recall during the traffic stop whether or not the person that was driving the vehicle identified themselves by name?
Like I said, it's been so long from this traffic stop, so the minor details like that, I can't really talk too much or testify too much on.
Would you usually put that in your report if you had it or not?
If they identify themselves?
Yes, sir.
No, not usually.
You do not? Okay. You recall the vehicle that was pulled over?
Yes.
What was it?
It was a gold, I believe it was a 2009 Nissan Moreno. That's how you say it correctly.
All right. Did you determine who owned that vehicle?
If I remember
Who was
correctly,
registered?
if I remember correctly, it was registered to his wife, and that's why we allowed her to come regain possession of it without towing it.
Now, when that person comes to pick the car up, that the driver refers to, is there, how do you know who that person is who's picking the car up?
I'm sorry, my partner and I retrieved her driver's license, verified everything in our computer, made sure it was valid, and then allowed her to take possession of the vehicle.
Okay. Was there a name that indicating, if you can recall, who this person was?
Judge, I'm gonna object relevancy. We're getting into something well beyond what I.
What difference does it make?
Well, Judge, if it's the same name, I think it might be some kind of indication.
I mean, well, this is a probable cause hearing.
Right.
And you already identified him on the record.
Okay.
Now, I understand during cross, that he backstepped to a degree. There's still a probable cause.
That's fine, Judge. I'll withdraw.
If this was a trial, it'd be a whole different situation. This is probable cause.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
I have nothing based on those questions, Judge.
All right, thank you. Step down.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No further witnesses.
Defense, no witnesses, Judge.
Yeah, right. You're good.
Okay. Motion argument.
There's a motion on the bind over count one. Obviously, the argument will be an identification. immediate feedback, down a little bit of it. But, with regards to the stop, indicated he faced that vehicle speeding, going faster than was allowed at 55 miles an hour, pulled the vehicle over, and, as this gentleman was reaching for the documentation for paperwork, officer observed a gun, thought of a handgun in the center console next to where the driver would be. There was no indication of CPL, and hence we would ask for.
Judge, he didn't identify my client, and I understand the court's position is the probable cause hearing, but he did not identify my client. He said that if I had 3 people sitting here, he wouldn't know who my client is. So I think if he would have identified my client unconditionally, I would say it's a question of fact. But it's not.
Again, this is a probable cause. It doesn't have to be unconditional. It doesn't have to be beyond a reasonable doubt. It has to be by probable cause.
So the court's taking judicial notice that this is Raphael Jackson. I mean, the officer could.
No, I'm not. I didn't say I was taking judicial notice.
Well, Judge, I need an explanation because the officer pretty much said he didn't know who this person was. The only reason why he picked him was.
And he also said that that was him.
And then when I asked him, I said, if I put 3 people in front of you, could you identify him? He said, no.
And not without looking at the body.
Well, that's not my burden. He should have had that, Judge.
Okay.
I understand what the court's saying, but I strongly disagree that there hasn't been an identification. And that was the reason why the state was trying to rehabilitate their witness, because there hasn't been an identification in this courtroom today that he could identify my client. So everything else that he testifies to, everything else doesn't apply. He could not make an identification, Judge. Plain and simple. So I'd ask the court to dismiss the charges based on that.
Just briefly, Judge. Well, if that was one of the defense's point, then why didn't we have 3 people sitting here? It's because of COVID, Judge. We can't have a gallery full of people. That's all I want to say about that.
All right. We're going to go to the testimony argument findings as follows. On June 26, 2020, approximately 8:00 p.m. in the area of I-94 in Harper, the officer Antoine Hill was on patrol, specialized uniform in a black scout car. The form of traffic stop for speeding, takes the vehicle 70 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour zone. Activated lights, located pulled over, posted driver, he identified as defendant, the sole occupant. Now, he did backtrack on Crawl. And he did ask if this was, he had 3 people there, you can identify him. And I believe you said, the word you said was, it wasn't beyond a reasonable doubt, it's like 100% or something to that effect. I don't need that for probable cause. All I need is probable. All right, no further argument.
I know, Judge. I know.
All right. But also, when he requested his information, and when looking for it, when he opened the center console, also observed butt of a handgun. Partner recovered the weapon, was not a CPL holder, and the rest is history. I mean, it's now, again, trial is a whole different story. This is a trial I got rid of a long time ago. But it's not. You know, it's a clear exam, the standard is different. All right, court finds that the felony enumerated in claim 1 did in fact occur in the city of Detroit, probable cause of discharge defendant. We bound over William County Circuit Court Criminal Division. We're writing on the information, be March 23rd, 21, final five.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
What's that?
Go ahead, Ronald.
I don't need.
Martin.
I am, yeah. He's my partner.
Nine.
Oh, we did it, we're the same one.
So, are you like, is it?
Oh, perfect, yeah. What was it, Raymond? March 23rd.
My one, at this point, I probably would do an interlocutory appeal as to that issue alone.
Yeah,
You know,
I've had one
I
other
think you
case.
got a valid argument, especially because like I said, the only person there is him.
Well, I
And we
appreciate
can't
honesty.
have anybody else in here by the Supreme Court order.
That's why I appreciate his honesty.
Yeah, he was very honest.
No, he was.
You know,
Very honest.
but, you know, I know, you know, the standard being what it is, if I kicked it out, it'd be reversed.
I agree with you. But I think I had a case where Judge King, where they couldn't identify my client, they could identify him by a jacket, they couldn't identify 100% my face. They kicked it. And I remember him citing some case, that's a long time ago. My position would be the identity is not important thing. That's not probably cost standard, but you're the judge. I don't know if there is any case law on that. I'll put my law clerks to work.
Yeah.
Thanks, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Good to see everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, see ya. All right.
Mr. Perlman,
Good morning, Judge.
good morning, you're supposed to be in court.
Yeah, I understand that. I spoke to my client and indicated that, you know, I was okay proceeding with, on Zoom.
It's not your choice. It's not your choice. You just. Right there.
I did. My client is
here.
Is here. He's present.
Yep.
Can I speak to the prosecutor?
Right here, I'm about to call the case. I want it all on the record.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on.
Calling case number 2056388, the people of the state of Michigan versus Adam Carpenter. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed, habitual offender, second notice. This matter is scheduled for examination.
For your arrest, President, like people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeff Perlman on behalf of Adam Carpenter.
Mr. Carpenter, state your name, please.
Adam Carpenter.
Are you ready to proceed?
Yeah, well, check the hallway, Judge.
Sure.
Are you looking for officers?
Yes.
Couple of sides.
Yeah.
Very. He's on Carpenter.
Yes, thank you.
Ronald, you ready to proceed?
Yes, who will be testifying?
Well, call the witness in a minute. Mr. Froman, when you ask for in-person preliminary exam, that's what you get. In person, I expect you to be here. Unless there's some extraordinary reason that you can't. Because it's not only your client's right to have an in-person exam, but it's the prosecutor's right.
I understand, Your Honor.
You can't just decide, I'm not going to show up.
I apologize.
All right, call you witness.
We're calling Officer Anthony Williams.
Oh, right here. Your Honor.
You swear or the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, sir. We're going
Good morning, sir. Your name for the record.
Officer Williams.
Your first name, please.
Anthony.
All right. And your officer, where do you work?
Detroit Police Department, the 6th Precinct.
Okay. I'm going to take you back to the date of May, strike that, March 15, 2020. And location of their house on the Southfield Freeway, Schoolcraft. At about 10:30 or so in the evening, 10:30, 11 o'clock in the evening, were you on duty police officer at that date, time, and location?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you tell the court rather how you were dressed at the time?
Similar to as I am today.
Can you describe that for us, please?
Green pants, black polo, with our badge on it.
Okay. And were you with anybody?
Yes.
Who were you with?
My partner, Officer Hayes.
Okay, were you a scout car or not?
Scout car, yes.
All right, marked or unmarked plane?
Marked.
I'm sorry?
Marked.
Marked, all right, thank you. Were you driving it?
No.
Okay. This location, as I indicated, Southfield Schoolcraft, is that in the city of Detroit County line?
Yes.
All right. Now, can you tell the court, essentially what happened at that date and time location?
There's a traffic stop.
What for?
For no insurance on a vehicle.
Okay. Anything else?
There was an arrest from that traffic stop.
There was what?
An arrest from the traffic stop.
Okay. As far as that vehicle, anything else in particular? Draw your attention to that vehicle. How was your attention drawn to it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to like that.
Need to report to refresh recollection?
Yes.
Yeah, approach judge.
Yeah.
Thank you. Getting a single page with text. You recognize it?
Yes.
That's your report?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All set?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. All right, now, there's a traffic stop on a vehicle. Do you recall the vehicle?
Yes, it was a black Escalade.
What drew your attention to?
On the tinted windows, as well as no insurance per lien.
Okay. What happened?
At the traffic stop,
When you conduct a traffic stop, tell the court how you do it.
we initiated lights and sirens to pull the car over.
The car stop?
Yes.
All right. And what happens now? The vehicle stops.
We pull to the right. I get out to approach the vehicle.
You go which side?
I was on the passenger side.
Okay. What happens now?
I heard like a loud thud.
Okay. And you know where the thud was coming from?
Just inside the vehicle.
Okay. Why was that? Why was your attention drawn to that noise?
Abnormal. I don't know. But
Okay. And you're on the passenger side of the vehicle?
correct.
What happens now?
I observed a handgun
in the vehicle.
Okay. Can you tell the court where you saw it?
I would like to again.
That'll refresh your recollection.
No, I'm gonna object.
What's the objection?
I'm gonna object, Your Honor. There's no foundation in terms of refreshing his recollection. He just has to refer to the report.
You only have foundation.
I'm sorry.
You only have foundation that you need to refresh. Remember?
Well, I asked him a question as to the, pertaining to the vehicle. I can't exactly remember the question at the time, but he said he couldn't recall. And I don't know if defense counsel is going toward the question or the fact that this gentleman needs a refresh. I'm not sure.
Well, you need to refresh. That's not the issue.
Okay.
So you need to refresh your recollection and answer the question. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, go ahead.
I'm fine now.
Can you answer that question?
Yes, the handgun was on the floorboard behind the passenger seat.
Okay. And with regards to that, how close were you to the vehicle when you saw that handgun?
We've been right next to the vehicle.
Okay. And then, I'm sorry, the handgun was on which floorboard?
The back seat floorboard behind the front passenger.
Behind the front, behind the front driver's seat or the front passenger seat?
Me doing the passenger seat, I was not.
Okay. Can you be clear on that, where you saw this weapon?
I would need to reflect again, I'm sorry.
All right. Refresh your recollection. Looking at your report, do that for you?
Yes.
All right.
Your Honor. Your Honor, again, I'm going to object. This is, again, he's using this to basically testify from, not to refresh his recollection.
Well, he said he needed his report to remember, so, I mean, that's how you refresh your memory. I understand the objection, but the objection is overruled.
Does that help you answer the question?
Yes.
All right, can you tell the court where?
It was the passenger side.
Okay. And, now, you see that, what happened?
I advised my partner.
Okay. And what happens then?
The driver of the vehicle reached in a manner that would have been going in that direction where I observed the handgun.
When did you see the driver of the vehicle reach?
During the traffic stop, while he was, I don't know, just inside the car.
Was this before you approached the car or after you approached the car?
This is after I approached, we were at the car.
You were at the car?
Correct.
Okay. So to be clear, you're indicating to the court that when you were at the car, you saw the defendant reach back?
Correct.
Okay. What direction?
Towards where I saw the gun at.
Okay. All right. How many people were in that car?
Just one.
All right. Did you get a look at the driver though?
Yes.
Are you able to identify who that driver would be?
Yes.
Is that person here in court today?
Yes.
All right. Can you tell us what that person is wearing today, where that person is in the courtroom?
He's next to you. He's got a looks like black pants, gray and black zip-up jacket on.
Okay. For the record, identify Mr. Adam Fitzgerald Carpenter.
Reference number 5.
Thank you. All right. So now, after you see this weapon, what do you do with it?
I advised my partner that we need to get back out of the vehicle.
Okay. And what happens?
He was placed under arrest.
Was he told by yourself what he was being placed under arrest for?
I think my partner would have advised him.
Okay. Did you hear your partner say that?
I don't recall.
Okay. Now you indicated the vehicle was stopped for no insurance and tinted windows. Any of those arrestable offenses?
No.
They're not arrestable offenses?
No.
State of Michigan, City of Detroit, no insurance, but tinted windows? All right. Okay. So, is the defendant now out of the car?
Yes.
All right, what happens now?
I then recovered the handgun.
You recovered the handgun?
Yes.
All right. And how did you do that, sir? Can you tell the court?
Removed it from the vehicle?
How? You recall?
I don't recall.
Okay. And when you removed it from the vehicle, this is after the defendant was removed?
Yes, I mean, during an inventory search or instance of arrest.
Okay, so inventory. All right. What did you do with the weapon?
I was, based on evidence.
Okay. Approach judge for the court. Sure. Okay. Now, where is the defendant at this time?
Had he been back by the scout car?
Okay. Did you conduct the inventory search?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any findings at all?
The handgun.
I'm sorry?
The handgun.
Just the handgun? Okay. That you speak about?
Yes.
All right. And when you completed that inventory search after you recovered the handgun, was your inventory search complete?
Not at the time.
Can you tell the court what happened?
Another scout came to assist. They were advised by another citizen that.
Okay, you can't say what someone else said.
Well,
Were they given information by another citizen?
yes.
All right. So the information that was given, what did they do?
Continued an inventory search.
What happened?
I recovered another weapon from the vehicle.
Who did? Who recovered?
I believe my partner did.
Did you see your partner recover it?
Yes.
Do you know where he recovered it from?
I believe it was the trunk.
So happened in the city of Detroit, plenty away.
Yes.
Any indication of whether or not this gentleman has CPR?
I did not have a CPR.
Thank you. Nothing further. Ron?
Yes, officer, did you guys give my client a ticket for not having insurance?
I don't recall.
Okay, is that something you would have written in the report?
Yes.
Okay, and did you see in the report? Do you know if you wrote in the report whether my client received a ticket for not having insurance?
I'll have to reflect again.
Okay, and is that something that in this type of situation, had he actually not had insurance, something you would have ticketed him for?
You couldn't, do you want him to refresh his memory and see if he did or what?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Don't give him a chance to do that.
Yes, please. Thanks.
Officer, did you give him a ticket for not having insurance?
No.
Okay. Is that something that you typically would do if he indeed did not have insurance?
How's it relevant, counsel?
As to the stop, Your Honor.
How's it relevant? I go by what he did, not what he didn't do. He didn't give him a ticket.
Your Honor,
What he normally would do is irrelevant to what he did.
I understand that, Your Honor.
Okay.
And you indicated that the windows were tinted, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and the back windows were tinted?
Correct.
Okay, and it was nighttime?
Approximately 10:30.
Okay, and it's your testimony that you saw through the tinted windows a black firearm on the floor of an Escalade, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and now let me ask you, the firearm, was this was under the seat, correct?
It was in the back seat on the floorboard.
Okay, and let me ask you, how did you see through the tinted windows a black firearm when it's dark at night?
I have a flashlight.
Okay, did you indicate that in your report that you had your flashlight?
Yeah.
Okay, and my client, are you aware if that the firearm was in my client's wife's name?
I don't recall.
Okay, and were you is that something that you looked into once retrieving the firearm?
Okay, again, I don't recall.
And okay, I have no further questions.
Thank you. Has any witness?
No, Your Honor.
Motion to bind over, Judge. Court heard testimony, traffic stop based on no insurance, tinted with it. The only person in the car was the defendant. This officer testified that approaching the vehicle on the passenger side, illuminated the light flashlight. He saw it on the bottom of the car after hearing the pop. And on the floorboard of the vehicle, after hearing a thump or thud, and it was attention to the parent. He saw that. He notified his partner, and there was no CPO held by the gentleman.
Your Honor, we're asking that the court dismiss the matter. My client, the officer, pulled over my client, did not allegedly for not having insurance, did not ticket him for any of the alleged offenses that he claims that he pulled him over for, supporting the fact that that he did have insurance, and that there was no violation, and that there was factually no basis for the stop. Furthermore, he indicated that there were tinted windows, and now is stating that he was using his flashlight, but there's no indication of that in the police report. It was dark at night. The Escalade is high off the ground, and he's indicating it's on the floorboard where there's tinted windows, and it's a small black firearm. It doesn't seem that that'd be possible unless he had a flashlight, which again he did not mention in the report, and he clearly needed to refresh his memory several times. So, but he remembered certain things that he had to remember to justify his position. Your Honor, it's my belief that they were looking for something, and this is a fishing expedition, and they ultimately ended up searching the vehicle and found a firearm that was not registered to my client, and there's no my client.
Okay, we don't know who is registered to it. We don't know what color it was because none of that came out in testimony.
Okay, and there's no indication that after the stop, my client did anything to assert that he was aware of the firearm in the vehicle. Without knowledge, that can't be considered having possession of a concealed weapon. So for those reasons, we'd ask that the court dismiss this matter.
Just a brief rebuttal. I think it does counsel laid out questions to have.
Court, having heard the testimony and argument, finds as follows: that on March 15, 2020, approximately 10:30 p.m., Officer Anthony Williams was on patrol, Southfield Schoolcraft City, Detroit, modified uniform, marked car. Did a traffic stop for a no insurance and tinted windows. That the activated light, the vehicle pulled over. He went to the passenger side. As he approached the passenger side, he heard a loud thump. He observed inside the vehicle on the floorboard behind the passenger seat a handgun on the floor. That he illuminated his flashlight in order to see that. They then removed the driver. Another scout car arrived on scene. They were given additional information. And additionally searched again pursuant to the inventory search and recovered a second handgun from the trunk. Then it did not have a CPL. The defendant was the sole occupant of the vehicle. In the state of our law, if he's the occupant of the vehicle, he's the operator of the vehicle, then he's imputed with knowledge of everything in that vehicle. That's just the way it is right now. So at this point, it's a question of fact. Court finds that the felony enumerating the complaint warrant did in fact hurt a city strike, probable cause of discharge is suspended. He'll be bound over to Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for arraignment on the information, which will be March 23rd, 21 at 9 o'clock a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Bond continues.
Thank you. Mr. Carpenter, I'll call you shortly.
Pull it. Our next one's Kofi or Holloway and Marche. You want them?
Yep.
Let's get them. Holloway and Marche.
I got it.
Yeah, when I do that. Why do men do that? Let's get, I got it. They don't want you to tell them not to. Good morning.
Good morning.
This client actually directed. What do we do with that, Tracy? What do we do with the last one?
HBO.
Bound over.
Yeah, bound over. Arraignment's on the 23rd.
We ready?
Wait, no, Moody. No.
Calling case number 2056393, the people of the state of Michigan versus Marche. Defendant is charged with count 1, weapons carrying concealed, count 2, operating while intoxicated. Matter is scheduled for examination.
Good morning, Your Honor, Assistant Prosecutor Whitman. Good morning, NDS Detroit, by Henry Schneider, 82476 for Ms. Marche House.
All right, ready?
Judge, at this time, I was in the hallway, called out to officers' names. I did not get a response from officers. I was pointing out to the record that these were sent out on the 5th of March, being Friday, to our essential witnesses, who are not here. We would, for the record, request. Your Honor, I'll propose an adjournment and move for a dismissal without prejudice.
Wait, no. You got it.
You got one? Okay, remember, it's way outside. And the paperwork, don't go anywhere.
All right, Williams. Good job.
96 Wiley.
I ain't fine.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Right. Hey, welcome. So on some of these things, MDS or whatever, how come you guys achieve? This is what I would like to say to you. Yeah. There's times we have MDSDetroit.org or MDS Discovery or whatever it is. Which is the website was the general one. Yeah. Well, I had the Dutch council. Oh no, I didn't get it. I'm like, oh, we showed you. I don't know. It's gotta be on your end. It's not.
How much they run?
To these two individual council. Yeah, we.
For, these same shoes, not the same. Nike has some. Nike has
right. That's my
similar shoe like this with the Giles.
They pull it out.
They might be better. But it costs too much now. I'm a boss of them. But you know, these are good. I have one. That's working minimum.
What's your website?
So when you get it from MDS.
What's that? Amazon.
Yeah. Okay.
Look up.
I don't think it's shoes or Nikes.
Is that where you got 'em from?
Yeah, Amazon. Mailbox or whatever.
You gotta go to your account. Look up.
I didn't do it on this count, so that's another count.
That's
But if you got Amazon, you can look it up on your phone. They still show your orders. You can tell me the actual name. Shut up, look around. Tell me the name. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got nothing to do.
That's what you want to see.
You know what?
Relax now. You got that.
When you get back, do what I ask you.
This is the problem. We don't think so. When we do these at PCC, try. What we try to do is get this going. Okay. So, this is CCW, you guys want to wait?
What time's our next one, 12?
Yes, ma'am.
So.
Okay, let
me go to the
restroom for
But I don't know.
Yes, I had to go.
Our way says. Yeah. Well, that's okay, you know, but the thing is, as long as, you know, when we get it there, but I can't send it to you.
Just tell me the name of them. Let me see the bottom of it.
Oh, it goes to, so it goes to that.
It ain't gonna help. It looks like drugs.
Yep, I know, so I just don't need to do something, but I see that it's not at our end, it's somewhere that's happening after it's sent. So, but anyway, if I know what it is, this is what I did because they wrote it in here.
But you know what, Jesus, come through. I got these on paper. They not love it.
You know?
So, I tell you what.
The thing is, I need jails there.
Say you back.
Yeah. I mean, what, how do you get that?
All right, I'll be right back.
That individually? No.
Wait on
No, I know that part of it, and that's why it's in the ROA and the yes. But how do you determine, I mean, you guys just assign the case of building, well, you see working now, and then you gotta file them here.
Nike,
Because it gets on the ROA.
Yeah, I usually.
Jails, I'm putting
I
jail.
can get me in.
It's a jail, it's a certain type of jail. Right.
Usually.
Right.
But I think it's complicated.
The same, so they okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I know, great.
Then they show you other shoes when you go to Amazon, then they bring up the shoes, we know for that back in jail or whatever you call it. It's a certain name for it. At least because we're the people sending, then we get it from one joint, one thing. But distributing to the right person was the issue, that's why we did that, yes, whatever it is, I can never remember what that is. Our thing comes up with 2, so I send it to both. So, yeah. Okay, I'll see you.
Thank you.
Where'd you put it?
Nike boots.
Nike jail with you.
Yeah.
You good? Nap time yet? I'm tired, man. But you could tell my man lost that weight, kid. He said Larry lost weight. You could tell he was.
Yes. He said he lost 38 pounds.
Yeah. If he lost how much?
38 pounds.
It's 10 pounds. He told me that's 13 pounds a month almost. Man. He told me he was intubated. For God, how many days? He said
4 or 5 days.
Yeah, he said he was in the hospital for 40 days. Is that what he said?
He said 3 months. I mean, he was down.
Yeah. And I didn't realize he's 65.
Oh, wow.
65. He said I could, after I was intubated, they were giving me therapy, physical therapy. He said I couldn't walk from where he was seated to where the men's bathroom was. He had it bad. He had it really bad. What you guys doing? Shopping for boots?
She wanted to go with this kind of boot. I forgot where.
Yeah, it was nice, but they too long.
What is too long?
The boots there.
That's too long. I don't wear that.
I don't know.
Let me see.
has a schedule. I mean, mama, wait a minute, girl.
You ain't looking. Let me check this out.
I put in what you said.
She's getting high boots. She
gets
some bling. Some what?
Bling work boots.
Bling work boots. Bling work boots, like with jewelry on it? and-
What is going on?
I don't know.
I'm ready to eat my lunch.
What you bring? I'm ready to take a
I
nap.
got a steak.
You got a steak? Did you grill it?
My husband did last night.
Really? What a nice guy.
You know what, I should treat
He was
myself.
warm.
I have not had steak in.
Williams, you
He
gotta
had
get
to
out there.
redeem himself.
You gotta get that grill fired up. It's warm out there.
Yeah, it was
Well,
nice.
Really
They were
nice.
perfect.
You got charcoal or gas?
Charcoal.
Do you? So do I. I only like charcoal. I'm not a gas person.
So he made steaks, I want to say a week ago. Yeah, I think it's about a week ago.
Yeah.
Last Saturday, he made steaks. And he burnt the bottom of them.
Oh.
We have this little portable charcoal grill that we take on our ski trips, so
What,
we
a
can
tabletop?
grill there.
Did a tabletop?
No, it's just a small grill.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
still outside.
Yeah.
So he used that. And he couldn't, he was trying to make the asparagus run. He was going back and forth.
Yeah, he let it go. His timing was off.
I mean, I said, do you want me to help with the size? He was like, no, I got it. So, okay, you got it, all right. So he ended up burning the bottom of the steaks. They were still good, but
It was
come on
too
now.
charred.
They get too crispy or what have you.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
meat was tough.
You know, the thing is that I can empathize where he's coming from, because when you start back up again grilling after a season off or two, your timing is up. I do that a lot. I'm always worried about burning the food the first time you put it on the grill, because I'm not used to the rhythm of it, kind of a thing. You gotta watch how hot it is, because it's
Yeah.
Me with the gas grill.
And see, with this one being small, this portable one, you have to watch it.
Yeah, it's
It's
probably
not like
about
our regular
heat.
grill, yeah.
You
So-
got a Weber grill and another one, or a kettle, or?
Yeah, it's a bigger one. I don't know what the other one is. But yeah, he used the small one. I guess it's easier to clean or something. He didn't feel like using another one.
Yeah, uses less charcoal.
Yeah, that too, so.
But, no, I get that, but that's a good idea. I should throw a couple hot doggies or something on too.
Yeah, so he wanted to redeem them steaks. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they came out good.
Where do you guys get your steaks at?
Yeah.
Kroger, but sometimes we go to this meat market. It's on 10 Mile. It's called Mario's Meats. Sometimes we go there.
10 Mile?
Yeah,
Okay.
10
Are you
Mile,
on the east side?
94. East side.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you near Clinton Township?
I'm not near Clinton Township.
Okay.
Drive.
They have a market square over there on Grass and then like Metro Parkway. Oh my goodness, they got some good meat.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's not that far.
That's 16 Mile.
Yeah, we'd rather go to the one up Mario, just closer. Meats are good, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a good selection there. So.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine said that he gets his right down here, Fairway Meat Packing at the market.
At Easter Market?
Easter Market, yeah.
Okay.
Fairway, and I've seen those black trucks. They're box trucks, and they're Fairway meat.
Oh.
But apparently you could buy them down here, and he says he gets really good meat that way too. It's fresh and that kind of stuff. But I'm not into like shopping like that. You know what I mean? We've got a local market that's an independent that does a nice job with meat, or we got a Costco in there too.
Okay, yeah, we go to Costco.
Costco's got, good if you like New York strips or.
Yeah,
they do. They've got a good quality there.
They got good, their salmon is good there too.
Yeah, we get their salmon.
Yeah.
And you know where else they got good salmon? It's probably over where you live. On Aldi.
Yep, we got an Aldi
If you
right
get the
there.
frozen, or even if it's not, it's cool, that sealed thing.
Uh-huh.
It's really good.
So he's supposed to be making salmon tonight.
You gonna grill it?
Oh my God, his salmon needs to be in a restaurant.
Really?
What does he use? It's his sauce he puts on his salmon. His salmon is good, but the sauce he puts on it is bomb.
Does he marinate it in the sauce or does he
No,
just put it on and bake it?
Is he bake or
Cooks the
grill?
sauce separate and then puts it on after.
Is he bake or grill?
He grills.
He grills
the
it?
salmon and then puts the sauce.
Cause there's this, one, I make the salmon, but there's this one salmon I make, it's honeybee, honey mustard.
Uh-huh.
And I take the whole jar and I cover the salmon and I put it in the oven and it creates a little light crisp on top. Oh my God, it is so good. It's not sweet, but it gives it a good flavor.
Oh.
It's got that little bit of a kick to it.
Yeah, it's got a little kick and it's
Yeah.
really crisp on top. It's really good.
Yeah,
But the salmon is like very moist.
that sounds good. Well, yeah, it probably keeps it moist.
Yeah.
Right, because it's on top.
Yeah,
As long as you
yeah.
don't keep it too long, you know.
Yeah, it
Oh,
gets
yeah.
dry.
And you should get that recipe for that sauce though. Sell the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to stay out
I
of that.
love food.
Try to stay out of that.
I love grilled
Me and
salmon.
food got
That's
a
good.
relationship.
Oh.
You can tell.
That's all good stuff. Does he grill vegetables too?
His mushrooms he does, or he'll do scallops.
Uh-huh.
Grill,
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Where you live at?
but not really.
East.
You don't like the scallops on the grill?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm further south.
Yeah,
I sear.
Where?
Yeah.
I'm
not a big
off
mushroom
south, near
person
Seven
either.
Mile.
Oh, I love them. I love
I mean, I'll
Oh, yeah.
eat them, but I'm not like, I gotta have them.
Are you in the
Gotta
city
have
now?
I love portobello
Where were you in the
mushrooms.
city?
Right down the street.
I love mushrooms.
From Grosse Pointe South. Fish.
On Fisher?
Yeah.
Okay. So you must have been on the south side of Fisher.
Juan, Joan.
Yeah. South side.
Yeah.
East side of Fisher or west side?
East. Well, I guess
South
it goes
side
to
would
northeast.
be-
So you would have been on the west side of
Near
Fisher.
Kirkland.
Yeah.
Okay. Waterloo,
Yep. Waterloo, yeah, which is,
right next to, not too far from the, it's a great elementary there, right there. And
oh,
then-
that's,
Then you have the
Mayor.
mayor. Yeah, mayor.
You're over by Cashew and stuff in there.
No, not that one. It's one.
Oh,
Not
no,
Mayor,
that's
not Mayor.
Richard.
That's Richard.
Um,
My kids did go to Richard, but they went to Montefalco.
oh, St. Clair Montefalco, on back there, what do you?
They went to, what's that, middle school, starts with B,
Brownell?
Romeo.
Yeah, that's where my son is now.
Yep, because you're right there.
Yep.
Brownell's, yeah.
Yep.
They still got the same principal there?
I don't know, what's his name?
Hartwig?
Hartwig?
No. It starts with a, he was so cool. He was so cool.
How long ago was it?
Yeah. Yeah, he just graduated from college this year. So I would say probably.
Was he a dark-haired guy?
Yeah.
Tall guy?
Somewhat.
Okay, kind of a deep voice?
Richard, no.
Don Messing?
What you call him?
Donald Messing? Messing? No? Okay.
Yes, hello. Yeah, I'm out there? Okay.
Somebody out there?
Yeah, I'm out there.
Huh?
Yes.
You look so fast.
Hey, look in here.
I'm not supposed to read his book.
So did you get your stuff over at Alexander Pullen on Mac there, or your meats? Or Village Market?
Village Market, yeah.
Yeah, they have good meats there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they
They're
do.
cheap, but it's good.
It's not cheap at all.
No.
And you know, they revamped it, as we call.
God, you know,
Yeah,
you been in there?
Yeah, I've been there.
Holy mackerel, I like the old one.
Yeah, I did too. This was so.
This one's just like too fancy.
Yeah, right. They tried to make it like, you know.
What
Some of the other.
I was looking at these breadsticks, these real thin breadsticks that are just good cheese in. $7 for breadsticks. Are you out of your freaking mind?
Yeah.
To the one east.
Okay.
All right, Matt. Right here. Cook. Right near the Mr. C's.
Oh, that's Kirby.
Yeah, right there, Kirby. That's
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
Kirby. Yeah,
yeah.
Kirby. Yeah, Mr. C's, they get in there a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I remember, I grew up. So. Yeah. Rich Village. Uh-huh. To the Fisher. Uh-huh.
We got some lamb on there that sound like a thing.
Yes. Yeah. I see him all running around.
Yeah, you see him running?
Yeah, yeah. He playing something like that. How long you been out there? Oh, the years. I probably saw her. Probably running down Lakeshore, down the boulevard, and up and down and all the way around, and you know, yeah, yeah, McCarthy. Yeah, he was over that circuit. Did you ever work that circuit? He worked there years ago. Yeah, she goes. No. I said, do you? My son's picking it up, and I can't help him. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the fun sport. Once you start liking it, it's just. Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, he's getting. We get out to Carl's. Yeah. Whatever it's called. The place where they golf. They do the drivers. Yeah, so you can see if you swing it, make sure you get nice. Well, yep. Yeah, that's a fun time. Yeah.
You gonna make that man wait that long? I got you.
Yeah, you know, they do. Oh, Starbucks? Yep, right next to it, right next to it. I've never eaten Chipotle. Yeah, that's right on Marseille. Yeah. Where that little church is. No, they bring one. I've never eaten.
You gotta, pick them out.
You got a person?
Well, some of these attorneys. Not coming on. I mean, once they missed the case.
They wanna come on at the last minute and say, oh, I wanna do it on Zoom.
And then this other one and our guy, Yana, he didn't show up at all. I was like, unless, and that's not like him to not to show up. Usually, well, that's usually on the corner. But Mercy,
He's usually late though.
I think it's not
Yeah, he'd be
fair
late.
to that client,
Hmm?
like Perlman did. You know, he.
Yeah,
I
that,
think it's unfair to the client.
That was very unfair to Clark.
yeah.
Because he couldn't even talk to him. You know, he was up there like, huh, but okay, you have no conversation because he wasn't
Right.
here.
Right.
I thought that was really, oh, golly. The best thing he should have done is waited. Waited since he wasn't here to talk to his client. Waited since it was a, you know.
You wait, I'm gonna hold it down.
You was gonna hold it?
Yeah.
I'm saying if he was
Come down
here. Oh, yeah, you'll wait if you came down. And then the question, but tell me this, Judge, I'm gonna ask you a question. If a person's going 70 miles an hour, I'm writing
55 mile per hour zone?
I'm writing the ticket first, because I'm writing the ticket. Okay. The thing, if you're gonna write the ticket, that's what you stopped him for. His spot was having his piece and where he was getting his information, but the thing is that shows that you really, that's the reason that you stopped him. But then after that, you know, I mean, because usually they'll bring it up, so, well, I stopped him for this one, we stopped him, I wrote him a ticket for that as well, just because, you know. And what was the other, yeah, that's just, I'm like, you guys. He's not, I remember him. Remember he was a prosecutor?
Oh,
Mercy? Yeah.
oh, he was?
Yeah.
Yeah, prosecutor.
Yeah, I remember Mercy. The young guns coming in afterward. Well, the younger guns, after you had been there for a while, now he came in a little. And even with, what's the other one? He comes in and he's not prepared. With his client.
Which one? They?
Today, yeah.
Oh, prom?
Not Perlman, but,
They ain't no plan there.
Potts.
Oh. Yeah, it's in,
Brian.
Brian, yeah, Brian's got a turn.
No, but the
Yeah,
fact.
good argument, just.
Yeah, but the thing is this, you look, I ain't gonna let the prosecutor tell me it's a good case for us, my guy to go to the bird. I'm not gonna let him tell me, I don't think he's a good candidate going to, yeah. I just couldn't see me doing it, because I need to do my part, make sure it's good.
Yeah, they should have applied for it.
So that was just a witness, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You like salmon? So.
It's all right. I don't care for it.
Oh man, I like it's the way we eat it, me and my wife. It's really cool. Put it on cream cheese on a cracker, right? And,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
You had,
Slice real thin, yeah.
yeah, and then put the pepper jelly, and then put some capers on top. Oh God, that's just so awesome. Look at that. That's a new game. Did you win it?
That's, I don't know, that's.
Did they, how much did you win?
Wow. Oh, that's, oh, they want $10. That's good. How much was the scratch off?
I think it's a $1 ticket.
Oh,
So
this one's $1.
that's $1 scratch off here.
Yeah, these are $1.
I thought it was big though, yeah. I should have hit that 94.50.
Defendant out there, anybody out there?
No.
Right.
The victim.
The victim only. That's why I wonder what's the deal with these attorneys and the clients.
They probably forgot about it.
Or they knew he wasn't gonna be.
March, April, May.
Oh, he said.
That's me. Shut up.
No wonder my brother was all in.
It wasn't that old.
Oh.
He's something else there.
What is wrong with you?
I tell you, you need that check on the 1st and the 15th.
I need a what?
The check.
What check?
That, you know, mental health.
This is talking.
Hate this quarter.
I know that one. I had to take it loose and redo it.
You don't order another one?
I think it don't make, I did.
And or
It
get the
still
ones
does the
without
same
the.
thing.
Dollar Tree probably better.
Sure, you get all. The phone, pay cords get all jammed up.
Yes. Kitty does like, you have an exam in here today. Oh, he said, oh, okay.
He must have just get in. He must just got it.
He said he's here.
We'll see.
That's what come on in and ready.
My partner just came from out there. He wasn't there.
Nope. Maybe in the back. Rushing your phone.
He's in here with his clients. He must be downstairs. Right here. Okay. You get ready to do the case. Take it back about.
I'm not.
If you with him? Oh. On the chair. Okay, you go back out.
Is she a witness?
She said she's with him, so.
She ain't supposed to be in the building.
Yeah, how they let her?
Oh, yeah. They get a wax, aren't they? Excuse me, what's your name? Did you Jack Carter? Did you know you're supposed to come in with a collar? Okay, let's see. You didn't know it? And you are Jaquan Jones, sir. Jaquan Jones. You talk to your attorney. Yeah, Mr. Mooney? I didn't see him out there, but I find out he might be in it. Yes, that's it.
Oh, Mr. Moody, one of the brothers. He be floating, don't he? Oh, Mr. Moody. Busybody. Don't understand.
Need some water, Your Honor?
You need some water? I was looking at you drinking it on there. Your hand looks so big on the camera compared to that cup. It looked like the cup was like this on the, when you put, if you hold it up.
They're talking. Counsel and, Huh? The counsel was talking with the, prosecutor. It's Mike here. Huh? I know. You want me to go get him, I said, I told him before, they went back out. I told Mr. Moody that you wanted. Huh? I told Mr. Moody that you wanted to man, that you got talking to himself. Because the reason why I said it might get weird, because he said, huh? He asked when the victim witness here. So I said, oh. See, I don't know why they don't come early to do that. They had nothing time between all that time. Okay, okay, I sure will.
We did the last one we talked about.
Calling case number 2055760, the people of the state of Michigan versus Jaquan Jones. Defendant is charged with count 1, home invasion, 2nd degree. Count 2, stolen property, receiving and concealing $200 or more, but less than $1,000. Habitual offender, 3rd notice. This matter is scheduled for examination.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Respect to Your Honor, Attorney Ashwell Awamley, bar number 66874, on behalf of Mr. Jaquan Jones, also present here in the court.
Mr. Jones, state your name for the record.
Jaquan Jones.
Jones, you know how to address the court? I'll do t-shirts in my courtroom.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
I don't want your apology, I want your respect.
Yes, sir.
I'm not getting it. That's the problem. You don't dress in my court, I dress you. I'll send you Wayne County Jail, they put you in green.
Your Honor, he would apologize. Next time he would make sure that he dressed in a proper fashion.
Are we ready?
The people are ready. We have our officer in charge, the detective, the singer in the courtroom also. That's singer, that's not
Go. Vice President.
We're calling Felicia Gardner. Hold on. Here you go.
Right here.
And no, raise your hand. You swear our affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Put the door towards you right here. Ms. Garner, you're gonna be asked a series of questions, first by the prosecutor, and the defense attorney will probably ask you some questions, and I may or may not ask you questions.
Okay.
You have to answer all your questions out loud, verbally, using words. Just can't shake your head, but say, or answer yes, no, whatever the answer is.
Okay.
Also, when you ask the question, I need you to just answer that question and stop. If it's a yes or no type question, just say yes or no and stop. They need additional information, but just ask another question, all right? You know, I have a tendency when we're talking about something, especially something that may have been traumatic, you tend to ramble. We'll say this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and this happened. If you do that, I'm gonna miss something.
Okay.
If I miss something, I might not make the right decision. I know nothing about the case. Anything I know about the case is the defendant's name and what he's charged with. Now I know your name. I get all my information from what happens in court. One question, one answer at a time. That way I can understand it, okay? All right, and last but not least, because of the mask and barriers and all this stuff, it's kind of hard to hear. So I need you to keep your voice up. You can talk directly into that microphone, and it will help amplify your voice.
Okay.
All right, thank
Thank you. Good morning or good afternoon, ma'am. Your name for the record, please.
Felicia Gardner.
Okay, Ms. Gardner, I'm going to take you back to the date of January 19th, 2020, the location on Monica Street. Are you familiar with any address of that location?
Yes.
You resided on Monica Street?
Yes.
All right. And city, is that the city of Troy County Way?
Yes.
All right. Now, on that date, at about 7 p.m. on Monica Street, something happened at 3 Street.
Yes. I came home and noticed that my house was broken into.
Okay. How did you notice your house was broken into?
My door was partially open.
Okay. Which door?
My main door. My screen door and my main door.
Is that in the front of the house, back or side?
The front.
Front? Okay. All right. So did you go in the house?
Yes.
All right. What happened when you went in the house?
I had a friend with me and we just searched around the house. And I really didn't notice anything was missing. So I went to the dining room table and saw that my laptops was gone.
Okay, laptops. Do you know the brands?
I'm sorry?
Do you know the brands of that laptop?
One of them is an HP and the other one was a Dell.
Okay. Were they by themselves in a bag or?
No, they were by themselves on a table next to my bag where I put my laptops in.
Okay. All right. And did you make a report at that time to the police?
I did.
Okay. Now, did you see anybody enter your house at the time?
No.
All right. See anybody enter your house?
No.
Did anybody permission to enter your house?
No.
Did anybody permission to take your house?
No.
All right. So, that's on January 19th at the time that we indicated around 7 p.m. or so. Later that day, did you come up after that?
Later on, I talked to the defendant.
Sorry?
Later on, I talked to Jaquan and asked him, did he take the laptops, and he told me he did.
Objection, Your Honor. With respect to the narrative, question.
Well, that's, I guess I can. Because everybody don't want to leave either, you know, so. All right. All right, so you spoke to an individual you called Jaquan.
Yes.
Do you know a Jaquan?
Yes.
What's Jaquan's full name?
Jaquan Jones.
Okay. Is the person of that name that you know of here in court today?
Yes.
Can you tell us where that person is, where that person's where?
Sitting back there with the red shirt, black man.
For the record, identify Mr. Jaquan Jones. How do you know him?
He's my sister's boyfriend.
Okay. So, frequency of seeing him or knowing him, can you tell the court generally?
It's been a couple of years.
Okay.
He came around because she stayed with me at some point.
Okay. So you had a conversation with him later on that day of the 19th of January, 2020?
Yes.
Who called or who spoke to, who initiated the conversation?
I did. I called him.
Okay. Why did you call him?
Because I figured it was him that broke into my house.
How did you figure that?
Because earlier that day, he got into school and my sister stole her car, and my house keys was on her car keys.
Okay, so you called him, and did you speak to him?
Yes.
All right. And did you ask him any questions about the laptops or being in your house?
Yes.
Okay. Did he indicate anything to you all the time?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
He told me that he took them because my sister stole his friend's girlfriend car.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
All the hearsay, the clients.
Well, Your Honor, she's saying she spoke to him and her sister, you know what I'm saying? So.
She asked him, what she was saying there was what he responded. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. All right, and he responded that he did something?
Yes.
What was it he told you he did?
He told me he came and took my laptop, and he wasn't giving them back until my sister returned the car.
Okay. Did you tell him anything at that time?
At that time, I told him that I could possibly lose my job because the laptop that he stole had personal information of 50 people.
give her permission to take those items?
No,
Decline to take those items and decline to come to your home?
no.
All right. So, what happens now?
Pretty much, we kind of just go back and forth. I try to get my laptops back. He refused to return them.
At any point in time, did you indicate that you would do that?
Couple days later, yeah,
Okay, what did he tell you?
he told me that he would bring them back as long as he can get his stuff out of my house, which it wasn't nothing in there, only my sister's stuff.
What did he say about stuff he's talking about?
No, he just kept, he actually used SHIT, but I didn't know what he was talking about because they didn't have anything in there.
Okay. Did he describe anything?
No.
So, in this conversation that you're having, is it in person or on the phone?
On the phone.
What happens now?
Couple days later, he said again that he would bring it, and he brought it to my house. Oh, the laptop.
Okay.
He brought it to my house. But
Did you ask him to come to your house?
yes, I did.
Okay, what happened?
He came to the door with the laptop, and him and my sister, my other sister, had a few words, and he decided not to return them. He got angry and took them back to his car and drove off.
Have you seen them since?
Yeah, so I seen him in his hand, and then after that, I didn't see him for 2 months.
See who?
The laptops.
Oh, all right. You eventually give it back?
Yes, my sister ended up returning them.
Okay. And I guess at this point, this location, what is the address of this location?
17154, Monica?
That is your residence?
Yes.
Who do you live there with?
My son,
Is he a minor?
yes.
If you know, how soon after your sister's car was adjudicated, taken by Jaquan, did you notice backpacks? I'm sorry, it's right there, the computers.
I found all that out at the same time. Now I hate to like go off track, but I was at the movies, and when I came home, that's when I noticed my house, was broken into. And I called my sister just to ask, and she was already upset and saying that he had stolen her car. So I just put 2 and 2 together. So
Objection,
it
Your Honor,
happened.
that's hearsay, Judge.
Same. Not relevant to these charges either. No matter.
I'm done.
Ms. Garner, that your sister reside with you at some point?
Yes, she did.
And did Mr. Jaquan Jones reside with you at some point?
For about a month, he was there. Then they had an altercation, and he left.
Okay, so he lived in that house, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And he had access to that house?
No,
correct?
my sister had access.
And you allowed him and your sister?
My sister, he never was there without my sister.
But he lived there for a month, correct?
Yes.
All right, and he did have some personal belongings since he lived there for a month, is that correct?
He was gone by then, by the time, that happened. So all of this stuff was gone.
All right, so your sister, how long did your sister live with you?
What's the relevance?
I think about.
No. What's the relevance?
All right, and he stayed with you in that location, correct?
Yes,
And you indicated that you got your laptop back, all your belongings, is that correct?
yes, my sister brought it back 2 months later.
Okay, and when did you, what month did you get that?
Let's say probably like March, close to April.
2020, right?
Right.
And when you filed that police report, did you file it before or after you got your laptop?
The same day that he, broke into the house.
Does anybody else have access to your house?
No.
Do you keep your door usually unlocked when you leave the house?
No.
Nothing, nothing further.
Just several follow-ups on that. Pam, can you tell the court when your client lived there? Yeah.
It was a little bit after Christmas, and then before he broke into our house. And he was only there for like a month.
So when did he stop living?
Let's say maybe 2 weeks before he broke into our house.
Okay.
A week before.
And at any point in time, did you ever give Jaquan a key to your residence?
No, just my sister.
Anything further?
Nothing further this time.
All right, thank you. That's all.
You go that way. No.
Any further witnesses?
No further witnesses.
Thank you.
No worries.
Motion?
Judge, motion to bind over count 1, count 2 is a misdemeanor. We would indicate that the court's heard the testimony that there's no evidence that she actually saw him do this. So it's a circumstantial situation. Timing is there with this. He did admit that basically he had her property. He had it that basically the day the conversation took place between the two of them, the day that this occurred on 19th of January 2020. Basically an admission of it, and she did see it with it. He deprived her of deprived her of those items permanently at this point, or intended to do so, Judge. So we would indicate that he did enter the home without permission, and he did commit
Mary.
Respectfully, Judge, we heard her testimony. She did testify that he resided there. Home invasion, the crime, with the statute, the legislative intent of the statute is to prevent strangers from breaking into the house. He's not a stranger. He resided there. Him and her sister, Judge. She indicated that she allowed her sister to live there for a month, and he had a reasonable expectation, like any person would, Judge, that to go to that house because he lived there for a month, so she knows.
Well, because he lived there for a month, he has the right to go back whenever he wants, break, and just go in and take what he wants. That's the argument?
Respectfully, Judge, she indicates that even her own sister returned the laptops. So,
Yeah, her sister got stuff from him, he refused to return it to him.
respectfully, Judge, as to that count 1, the home invasion second degree, I would be making a motion to dismiss, since based on the testimony, there isn't the elements of a home invasion. He's not a stranger. She knows him. He lived there for a month, and she.
Stranger is not an element.
I understand that.
Having a right to be there. He had no right to be there.
Respectfully, Judge. The other point, maybe it's a misdemeanor, but it's not a felony, Judge, because the goods were returned. He had a claim of right. He was.
He had a right to take her property?
Judge, he wanted to take his personal property from from the house. So
There was none there.
that's what she alleged.
That's the only testimony we got on the record.
There's a situation, there's more into it where.
Well, you can't argue about more into it. I don't care about the more into it. I can only go by what I heard in this courtroom.
Understood, Judge, but our argument is that apparently the girlfriend, his girlfriend took the car.
You can't argue that because that was not presented in this courtroom.
Respectfully, Judge, she did testify.
She said he took her car.
There was.
That's the testimony. You wanna argue that? You can argue that. That her sister, who was his girlfriend, that he took the girlfriend, her sister's car. That's how she got the key. That's how he got the key.
Respectfully, Judge, we do have a dispute that some people are taking, like, the situation where people were using other people.
I don't know nothing about all that. That's not what's presented. You can't argue facts that are not presented, counsel.
Understood, Judge, but my argument is that they knew each other, he lived there. I would request that count one be dismissed, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Anything?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right.
Any questions?
Court having heard the testimony, argument finds as follows. On January 19th, 2020, approximately 7:05 p.m., the police returned to her home on Monica Street in the city of Detroit. Her home had been broken into. She was missing a laptop. She saw no one there and gave no one permission to enter and take her belongings. She called up and spoke to the defendant, who she knows as her sister's boyfriend. That he did live in the house at one point, but had not lived there at least for 2 weeks prior to the break-in. She had a conversation with him, asking if he broke in to her house and took the items. He admitted that he did. He was supposed to come over a couple of days later to bring them back. He did bring the laptops back because he had words with his other sister. He decided to keep them and not return them. Put your hand down. And then one of our sisters returned the laptop approximately 2 months later. It is definitely a question of fact that the home invasion he entered without permission. He admitted that to her. He took items. He didn't bring them back. He had no right to enter. He had no authorization to be there. Court finds that the felony enumerated complaint warrant did in fact occur in the city of Detroit. Probable cause of this occurrence is defendant. So we bound over the Wayne County Circuit Court Criminal Division for further proceeding. Right now will be March 23rd, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
I need you.
Yep, we got a murder case this afternoon.